Okay. Oh, wow. Someone's on real quick. Jaden, what's up? Hold on while I get everything set up. 2-0 Dallas. Doncic. And I'm glad you're here to enjoy this with me rather than hearing Reggie Miller. I honestly, I can't stand Reggie Miller's voice. Not that my voice is all that much better, but I'm not excited. I'd rather hear myself talk than him, 2-0 still, 10:44, 10:43. Who are we rooting for? I'm rooting for the Mavs. I want home court. Oh, step back, Luka corner, and he yelled at the corner courtside fan. And I know people think that Crowder answers with a 3, 5-3 Dallas. But it looks cool that Dallas came out really focused. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. If we play Dallas, that could have been a foul on Dwight Powell on Crowder's 3 landing space, but he didn't get the call. They're letting him play. And I like these I like Tony Brothers. He's my favorite ref. Luka 3. Oh, he's so locked in. Oh, look at Dallas, American Airlines Center. Is it arena or center? Because in Miami, there's American Airlines, what you call it. Let's see. American Airlines. You know what would be the best if we were to play Dallas and then we were to play Miami in terms of the most fun places to go? American Airlines Center. Arena, American Airlines Arena is Miami. We would have 2 stadiums named after American Airlines if Dallas wins, because Miami's already in. Congratulations, Boston. I haven't checked any of your comments. My bad. I'm enjoying Devin gets a steal. Chris Paul. So my dad thinks that Phoenix is the most well-built team in the NBA. I'd have to agree with them. Like, on paper, they have the most balanced team. And really, this guy with the ball, Mikal Bridges, he's a big reason why. Oh, was that Powell getting the block on Mikal? Amazing. Dallas came to play, man. It's exciting to see a visiting team came to play. Not that the Bucks didn't have Chris Middleton. So what are you going to do? And Boston's super good. Yep, that's a foul on Chris Paul. He was going to flop there. Let me hurry up and share screen real quick. Dean Chambers, I'll send you the link real quick. We'll get Dean on here, both of us, at the same time. We haven't had that since Anthony maybe Anthony was on. Dean with the quote of the game. Quote of the game. Let's get all this set up. Let's send the link over to Dean so he can join us. I scrambled to go get my Starbucks. And not only that, but also should email him. But also got some food along with that. Oops. Hold on. Emailed you as well. Oh, you're on your phone, so me texting to you the link to get onto this live. It's good enough. Crowder. You know what's funny? In college, I had a dude on my squad for one semester. Really, really good player. Reminds me of Jay Crowder. You know what his name was? Crowder. Watu Crowder. I wonder what happened to him. I should Google him. Watu Crowder. He was my boy. Let's Google him, see what happened to him. The only live stream where we are Googling random people. Looks like he changed his name. I don't know. Texas. That's it. What? El Paso. Lives in El Paso now? I don't know. He was a pretty solid baller. Never won anything with him, but anyway. Waiting for Dean. Oh, look at Kavon. Team Fit Aid. Random. That's random. I didn't plan on that, but Kavon, tip your hat to Kavon, man. So yeah, I couldn't wear my orange jersey, Giants jersey, because then that would have represented the Suns, kind of. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do if the Suns win, and I got to wear my orange jersey representing the Giants. People will get confused and think I'm rooting for the Suns. Shoot the ball. Dorian Finney-Smith, no good. It's too bad they don't even have Tim Hardaway. Huge loss for the Mavs not having Tim Hardaway Jr. And it would have been cool. Would have been cool for them to play us. And, we have Tim Hardaway Sr. visiting us every now and then. Swat you, Chris Paul. Swatted him. Brunson, who's been playing like an all-star. Oh, and Doncic throws it away. Man, what a game. Devin Booker. No call, baby. They're not calling nothing tonight. I like it. GP2 update? Yeah. The update is that there's no update. Let me show you the link. Let's go here. It's on our, right here is GP2. Right here. He talked and he said it's a long shot. Said he doesn't wanna give any dates or anything, but Steve said this. He said this. Listen to Kareth.
Go ahead, Kareth. Thank you. Two off the top for you. Steve said it's a long shot, but a possibility that you could play in the Western Conference Finals. As you assess where,
so it's a possibility, but he's like, no, I'm not giving any dates or nothing. Every day I'm healing up a little bit more, paraphrasing here. And eventually, he'll get there. So that's the latest on GP2. Let me officially put that down. But meanwhile, let me take some time to promote our link. What else we got? Any other good comment? Luca's locked in. Yep. But I love Dean's. As a Warriors fan, I like to play whoever wins this game. Hilarious. Dean Chambers, comedian. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool. All right. Nope. Wrong link, Rich. There we go. Let's do this. Okay. Yep, I love that. Let's go here. Be right with you. At least I don't feel as overwhelmed tonight as I usually am pregame. You know what I'm saying? As a Warrior fan. What'd you say, Dean? As a Warrior fan, I like to play whoever wins this game. Hilarious. Yes, sir, Dean. Okay. Copy that. All right, now I can send that. Tweet. Retweet. Retweet. Man, we're doing something special here. It's cool because we can literally get together, a bunch of Warriors fans, watch a game 7 of the team we're supposed to play, and have 25 people concurrence right now. Oh, you know, one other thing I wanted to do was to keep B-ball breakdown up. He's Coach Nick. I asked him if he was going to follow the game, track the game, because he has very good analysis. And he said he would try, but not sure. What's up with this? Oh, this is old. This was the one he posted when people were saying we should trade for Rudy Gobert. That ridiculous thing. I've been in that room before. That's his video room. That's Gobert shooting a jumper that clanked off. So that was stuck in my browser as my URL. Dallas is up 15-5, by the way, as Luka is super locked in. I didn't even pay attention to how they scored the last 10 points, but 15-7 now as Crowder responds with the jumper. Crowder being asked to respond with the jumper. Interesting. So I don't know that Nick is analyzing this game, but we'll see. There's Dean Chambers. Oh, you know what? Let me hit up Dean. Hey, Dean, are you able to Brunson missed an open 3. Damn. Gets his own rebound and powers over Chris Paul. Can't make the layup. He wanted a foul. Anyways, hold on. At the next timeout, we'll get Dean on here. All right. Who was that? Bullock missed a 3. Devin Booker misses a point blank finger roll. 33 people on here. That's what we normally got when we first started these streams. Crazy. So anyways, officially, what's up, Dub Nation? Please splash that like button per usual. And then also, I would like to say real quick, so Dean will get you on at the next timeout, GP2 update. Kerr said he's hopeful GP2 can play, assuming late series. GP2 didn't want to expand and want to set a date. Oh God. So had a lame typo right there. Oh, 3-4. Spencer Dinwiddie. He's the X factor, even though they don't. Can you imagine if they had Tim Hardaway as well? Jeez. They could rely on 4 guys to maybe have a good, complementary role any game. That's what makes them dangerous. That's why it's a 3-and-D league. You got Luka, managing the game, and then you got Spencer, DFS, and Tim Hardaway and Bullock. They don't have Tim Hardaway, but there's Dinwiddie 3 again. Is this score for real? 21-10 Dallas. This is how you're supposed to do it. Very well coached team. Jason Kidd Cal alum, Cal Bears. Roll on, you Bears. I can't believe Jason Kidd is such a good coach. I would have never guessed it. So, Dean, are you able to get a virtual background, or are you on your phone? Okay. Okay, stepped out of bounds. 2:01 to go. Let's get Dean in here. Dean Chambers.
Hey, Rich, how's it going?
Hey. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me on. So we're at a commercial. Did you get to catch? Did you catch the Celtics Bucks game?
I caught a little bit of it, and then I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap."
Yeah,
because it was over.
yeah.
Those, Boston just put the clamps on as they should. Like, you don't have Middleton, okay? I'm gonna kill you, and they did.
Yeah, I was kind of upset though.
Oh well.
No, the commentators were saying, "Oh, Giannis had a disappointing game." They said that during the broadcast, which is I thought was pretty messed up. You know, first and foremost, he's killing himself out there. Secondly,
who said that? I remember.
I think it was Mike Breen, man.
Well, I caught it. Mark Jackson was saying that he wasn't having a good game either.
Yeah, but maybe it was Mark Jackson.
Could have been Breen as well. Yeah. Oh, I can't. You know the old saying, you need a new voice. I cannot stand those three guys. Even Mike Breen. I know. That's sacrilege.
I like Mike Breen, but
I'm sorry, but I've just heard him enough. It's just I need a new voice.
Yeah.
Not to say that my voice is any better, but or that
it's not. It's the opinions. It's the opinions, I think. And just the. This is a game 7. Did you expect him to have 40? He had 21 points, 9 assists, and 20 rebounds or something. Wow. How disrespectful is that? Anyway.
And he doesn't have his Robin to the Batman. How you gonna How you gonna criticize Batman when he doesn't have the Robin?
Yeah, he's got Alfred, but no Robin.
Yeah.
But
I want secret reason to root for the Mavs, which I will not be able to take advantage of. But a reason to root for the Mavs is that their team hotel, the Warriors team hotel, is like in Dallas. It is the best team hotel arrangement in the NBA.
NBA. Interesting.
Because it's within walking distance to the arena. A. B. It's almost always sunny. C. There's a Starbucks right next door. D. You can just walk into the freaking hotel. I don't know if that's the same as they'll have it in the Western Conference Finals. You would think that they're going to
probably be a little bit more.
Security.
Yeah. But or like you can't get to their floor or something,
It's unbelievably accessible. Man, I might even think about going. I don't know. But because it's that good. And last time I went there, Klay Thompson took a walk to the park and he literally took 2 pictures on Instagram and posted them and then walked back. So I'm looking at these pictures.
Good old Klay Thompson.
I'm in the Starbucks. I'm looking at these pictures and I'm like, 5 minutes ago. Okay, that means he's coming back. Sure enough, he walked back. And I barely missed them because I was walking around looking at stuff and I barely missed him. And then he walked right by me. It was crazy. And there's a restaurant across the way as well that everybody gets food at. And it's the perfect situation for a fan.
Yeah, I haven't been to the only time I've been to Texas was to stop over in Dallas at the airport. And it was brutally hot and humid on the tarmac. Yeah. But it seems like a lot of people like it out there. This is a very it's kind of cool for me because as someone who also follows the Jazz, we went through 6 games with this
Mm.
team, you know, and it could be another 4 at least if they win this one, you know. So been seeing a lot of Luka
away
Doncic.
one-legged, and they're
Yeah.
up 25-12 with 54 seconds. So I'm gonna do some play-by-play, and you be my
I
color
just hit
man.
a three here. That was Johnson. Is that Cam Johnson?
Cam Johnson.
My bad.
Cameron Johnson. Yeah, I get them mixed up all the time, but yeah, Cameron Johnson. It's actually I get them mixed up just because they're names, but they're such different players. Like Cameron Payne throws up some stuff that's like, you know, when you used to play ball, pick up ball, you go to the gym. At least where I went, Berkeley, Oakland, some guy throws up some junk. And you guys, everyone goes, ew. And then it goes in, and then they go, okay.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
That's Cameron Payne where they go, ew. And then it's not you per se, it's and then it's okay.
Oh.
That's why me and Rebecca got into it. 18 seconds. Phoenix down 12. They have the ball. D-Book doubled. Good double, Dwight Powell.
Oh, big offensive.
Luka, good defense, Luka. Mikael, no good. Oh, Cameron Johnson got the putback. 3 seconds. Dinwiddie, better shoot it. Near half court, no good, but 27-17. That's pretty impressive. So Rebecca, when she used to be on here, sometimes she would go, somebody would make a nice play, and then she'd go, okay. I'm like, no, that's not the proper use of okay. In basketball, you go okay when you don't expect the guy to make the shot and it goes in. Then you're like, okay.
Or
because now it's okay. Do you
or
agree?
if someone is trash talking you or a player that you like and you just want to say like, I want to let my game do the talking, but we're going to kick your ass, you just look at them and say, okay.
Yeah, that's a different okay. That's the that's the short okay, just like you did.
Yeah.
But when it's like okay, and that's
the
one where
like I had that was not going in, but you hit it.
Yeah, and then now you're slowly winning approval from the guy who said okay. But the bad part is if that's you, then they didn't expect you to make the shot, and because it looked kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So if it's Dallas, man, nah. Traveling is so tough these days. Nobody's wearing
Phoenix
masks.
would be a short haul. That's nice.
Yeah, Phoenix would be better on the body, but I haven't visited the team hotel in Phoenix yet, so I'm not sure, but it can't possibly be as accessible as the one in Dallas. Dallas is
That's
fun.
cool.
I mean, everyone should do a road trip to Dallas.
Yeah. That's a part of the kind of like actual basketball experience, you know, that you have being a journalist or that players would have, you know, thinking about hotels and stuff. I never even thought about that, but you know, it's gotta like, that's where you rest, you know?
That's where you what?
Rest. That's where the player rests. You know, that's where they're at a lot of the time, other than out there on the court.
You know what? We got to root for Dallas because of the park nearby for Clay. Clay gets to go near nature. We got everything. You know that bodes well for Clay. We must root for. So we're rooting for Dallas. It's settled.
And you know, there's no water around Phoenix for him to go boating. Not even like lakes or anything. I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I am curious. So you're rooting for Dallas. Do you think they're the better team throughout the series?
They're such a different team. They're such a different team. I'll put it this way. The way that I'll put it is, on paper, if I had to construct a team to make the Western Conference Finals or Finals, if I had to construct a team from scratch, and it doesn't count, you know, going, you can draft a Steph Curry. No, that Steph is different, you know. But if you could, just to build a squad as you would build the Grizzlies, I would, I would probably go with the Phoenix model
Mhm.
in terms of what positions they have, the veteran point guard, and then this, that, and the other thing, right? The scorer and Devin, and the 3-and-D guy, 2 3-and-D guys, another a long point guard as a backup, and they probably got one more 3-and-D guy I'm not thinking of. That's how I would architect the team. And then JaVale off the bench, that's how I would architect the team. So the Suns are the better team, but Dallas has Luka, and if you build the team around Luka the right way, it's very different. And it seems like they figured out the right formula here. The fact that they got it to 7 games and they're up by 8 right now, that's got to tell you something.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if, why don't we take a look at Dallas's cap table? Because that's what we do here. We do actual analysis. Luka Doncic. Not Basketball Reference. Let's look at Hoops Hype, because they lay out their table over the next couple years, which I like. A Spot Track has more detailed information though, so I gotta give them props. Tim Hardaway is their most expensive player at the moment, and then
Until next year.
Next year, Luka. Let's see. So everybody's signed.
They got school down. Well, they got 6 $10 million contracts and one more $9 million one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's how you spread it out. So I don't think that there's much left, is there?
Yeah, they don't. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
I think the Suns have 2 1Bs in terms of championship leading teams, where right now maybe Booker could be a 1A, but right now both Chris Paul and Devin Booker are kind of 1Bs, and Luka's like a 1A plus. He's like a.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It just he doesn't even need to play like Steph or Clay or Draymond or anything, just because he's like a 6'8" wing who can score from anywhere on the court. And sometimes you're just bigger than other people. He's got that Kawhi, LeBron sort of deal going on. But I'm not sure if the Mavericks have enough pieces or flexibility to really maximize that at the moment.
Exactly.
They might.
They're going to lose Brunson.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Cuban is a good. I don't know this as a fact, but I remember him being willing to go into the salary cap and to be a pretty winning-oriented owner. So they might be able to keep him, but
he's only at 1.8 million. So the bird rights.
Well, yeah, he's I think an unrestricted free agent though. So he's gonna get probably 20 or so, 20 plus million, I would imagine, based on the way he's played through these playoffs.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, wow, yeah, but that's the way front offices work.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised. And so I think I don't know that they can improve their roster all that much, and they're already kind of maximizing what they've got.
Mm-hmm.
So this is as good as Dallas can get, I think, unless you brought in a Tim Hardaway, and you're also assuming no injuries.
Well, the one way I would think they might try is to package together pieces and be kind of thin for 1 year, and then try and build around whatever second long-term piece they can put around Luka. Because he's just starting his contract. So you get someone of a higher caliber and just hope that those two can carry you, and then you build the depth around how they're playing. That's I imagine probably at least one of the ways that they've been thinking about going about it.
Mm-hmm. And while we do that, so Dallas is still up by 12. Credit to them.
Will Brunson. That was nice. It's like a post up. What do you call it? Like a 360 pivot left-handed scoop shot. It was crazy. And they hit another three.
Wow, you're a few seconds ahead of me. Are you able to
Am I?
pause it
No, I'm not.
on
Unfortunately,
TV?
I'm watching it through a smart TV, and I can't pause.
Oh, smart TV. What the heck is that?
It's through the internet basically. The
Oh,
TV's connected to the internet, and there's a subscription to the online version. But it's not
oh,
like it's
wow. Is
not
that
cable.
Frank? That was Frank Tilikina.
Yep,
Let me
Frank
see it up
Ntilikina.
there. I was trying to look him up.
Frankie Nicotine.
I
Some
know
people
that
call
guy,
him.
but yeah. Suns must be feeling the pressure. Yeah. Roll in. Suns have more depth. Yeah, I would say so.
Oh yeah.
Let's look at the Suns, by the way.
Hello, Amy.
They're pretty much, you would assume the Suns are pretty much locked up in terms of like, this is their roster. You can't architect a championship roster better than it's become. Devin Booker at 33 million, Chris Paul 28 million, DeAndre Ayton last year will be his possibly his last year there. Mikhail getting 20 next season, so they'll dip into the luxury for sure. At that point, let's see. Yeah, they're already in it a little bit. Wow, they got Aaron Holiday. Interesting. Yeah, so they got Torrey Craig as another 3-and-D off the bench. That's the one that I forgot.
Mm.
Dario as the stretch 4. He's injured, right?
He's out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
That would be
it's
another
maybe for
dimension.
the season.
That would have been cool to see Sarek against Bertans. They're like
Yeah,
mirror images of each other.
yeah, yeah. Well, when the Jazz played them,
Oh, let's look this up right here.
what are you looking up?
Record against Warriors record against the Suns and the Mavs. And the way
Yeah.
I can look that up is look up Kevon Looney because he played all 82. And
Yeah.
let's see. I know this is not the most efficient way, but so Phoenix, I think we were 2-2, right?
I believe. Yeah, I believe. Was it
Lost
2-2 or
by
2-1?
17, won by 38, lost by 6, lost by 9. So we were 1-3 against Dallas.
Uh-huh.
Against Phoenix, we were pretty sure 2-2, but is this going to work? Oh, they go PHO on here instead of PHX. Lost 1, had that back-to-back, 1, lost. Lost 1, lost. So 2-2 against Phoenix.
Yeah, 2-2 and 1-3, right?
Yeah. I just think that against Dallas, they play our style. So, but then again,
Well,
Looney played pretty damn well against the bigger lineup the other night.
Looney's been playing great the whole year. I think he's been he's been integral to all the success that we've been having. He's just a great. He's like a puzzle piece that can fit almost any configuration. You know, it's awesome.
So, what do you think about Warriors Suns and then Warriors Dallas?
Well, you know, I think if it's Warriors Suns and you know, despite the 34-22 score here, I do think the Suns have a strong chance of still pulling out this game. You know, I think they're so similar that it's kind of like the Warriors and Suns both sort of get to play their own style. and then it just comes down to execution in a lot of ways. In terms of the Mavs, I would try and play them sort of similarly as we played Jokic in the first round. I know there's better pieces around Luka. I know that Luka's on the perimeter more than on
no
the
foul on Chris
interior.
Paul there.
Yeah, his body's flying all over the floor.
Cam Johnson. Wow, no foul there. They're letting him play. More bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that passing by Dallas. But they blow the 3 from the corner. CP brings it up on Brunson. Super high pick by JaVale. I'm gonna root for Dallas tonight. That's my personal choice, and I don't mind them. Oh yeah, Brunson got clocked in the face by Chris Paul and grabbed in the jeez.
By who?
By Chris Paul.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would rather have the Mavs. That's my personal choice, and I relish going small versus small. Sorry, Looney. That means less minutes for Looney. Let's face it. But I don't know. I'm biased.
Well,
I'm biased.
You probably still need Looney when Draymond's not out on the court to be able to counteract Ayton for a couple minutes that they wouldn't be playing against each other.
But then I think JK gets a lot more minutes, so it's kind of more exciting and kind of more. Yeah, I'm going to throw that in there. That it's better for our player development and our future for us to play the Mavs. Of course, I got to knock on wood because then I'll get slapped in the face by the bat.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about the Mavs. That's right. Yeah, my bad. I said Ayton. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So, but if we play the Suns, then we'll see more Looney against Ayton, I think.
Oh,
yeah. And I think actually we might be okay more so against the Suns just because we got through Memphis, and they're pretty damn good.
Oh man,
team as well.
Dinwiddie's disrespecting them in their home court. He drained the clock down to 1 second, just dribbling it, doing some moves, and hit a 3.
Yeah. And Luka's on the bench meanwhile.
Yeah.
Jokic that doesn't score. Okay. I'll take it. You know what? Looney would take that. That's
still a great player, man.
That's an elite compliment, I guess.
Yeah.
But Doka's comment, which is a fun comment, awesome comment. That also goes to show you, like, when during the regular season, when people complain about Looney, here I was saying that, well, if Looney was, had the offense to go along with the defense and maybe one other trait, then he wouldn't be a $5 million player on our squad complimenting the other 4 guys. It's like, you can't have it all. Crazy Warriors Twitter. You can't have it all the time. Like, you want everybody to play like an all-star. It's just like ridiculous. So I think that's,
and you can't win that way. But players need to play roles,
Yeah.
Like that's what happens when you have an experience of basketball for yourself and you understand the human side of what you're watching. Is that you start to understand that, like, okay, you want Looney to go out and get 20 and 10, and you want D-Lee to, do that, have 15 points a game, or like all that kind of stuff, that takes away from the team when you're trying to push individual success too much, I think. And it's a dangerous thing for a sport that's oriented around the success of the group. Rather than
see what a little 22 rebound game can do for you.
Oh man, 11 offensive rebounds
for the Warriors in the last. Suddenly no more. Oh, we need JaVale. Suddenly no more. We should have gotten Gobert. We should have gotten Robin Lopez. Fill in the blank. Those are all completely obliterated.
Well, I mean, Looney's also he's just a block of granite out there. Like no one can move him around. You know, it's not like we're undersized for the most part, huh?
Knock on wood a little bit there.
For what?
Block of granite. Yes, I just one little sprained ankle in that granite.
Oh no, I just mean he can handle. He can, if he gets hurt, that'd be terrible. I didn't mean that.
I know. That's why I knock on wood. I know how basketball gods think. I routinely go to the altar of the basketball gods and pray for their generosity.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No. I didn't mean anything about him getting injured. I just meant that in terms of the small ball lineup, it's not like if a player is really big and tall and strong that he's just going to be able to move Looney out of the way, on the low block or something like that.
Right. Okay, I'm going to do a little play-by-play. Under 5 minutes, 450, 449. D-Book, CP3, right side, 3, no good. Luka rebound, and they're up by freaking 18, and they held the Suns to 23 points. Wow.
Crazy. They're playing
screen, bad
relaxed.
Screen, Powell. Go ahead.
The Mavs are playing relaxed and confident in Game 7, and the Suns look real, just stressed, tense.
Yeah. JaVale McGee comes off the books. He's at $5 million. Ayton with a dunk down low. So they're down 16. Bridges is going to go full court on Luka, pick up full court. Dwight Powell screen, shed him, uses his back, draws a foul on Ayton. That's the thing about Luka that just makes it so difficult. I read something today on Instagram. I found it randomly through just various NBA insider people that I follow. There's a sports science consulting firm out in Santa Barbara called P3.3, something like that. P3. They do all these 3D cameras around you and stuff. So when Luka was 16, he flew thousands of miles to Santa Barbara to have them analyze his game. And they concluded that what you need to do, because you can't jump worth a lick, your vertical sucks. So you need to do the thing where you're getting them off balance. Like they're retreating on you and then you pull up, or they're retreating on you and then you do the step back. Sure enough, that's what we see these days. And they were saying how 60% of the NBA up and coming players have gone through that science firm, basketball science. Actually, they do all major sports. So they'll take pictures around you and just figure things out for you. And that was pretty amazing, I thought. So what we just saw there, where he gets the pick and roll, then he uses Mikal Bridges. He's got Mikal on his back, slowly dribbles into Ayton, draws the foul. Mm-hmm. So how are we going to defend that possibly?
I'm sorry, you are talking about Luka here, right?
Yeah, Luka, yep.
Yeah. Well, the reason I brought up Jokic is because
Jokic,
both those guys are 25 and 10 assists kind of offensive players a lot of the times, and can score a lot more than that if they want to. But the big thing is they're heliocentric teams with two Balkan superstars, who are surrounded by role players, and I think just like with Jokic, you try and almost just accept that Luka's going to be incredible scoring the ball. You try and take it away from the other players around him as much as possible, and that's what I imagine the Warriors would be interested in trying, at least to see how it works. A similar game plan as that. I'm amazed though. 43-25. I don't know. I'm at 340 right now. Luka just got fouled and won, I think. Yep. 45-25 is not
Crazy.
the way I would have expected this
Crazy.
Suns team to have come out.
Yeah, 3:39 to go.
I mean, 25 points with 3 minutes left in the first half is not. That's just, well, you're going to get 60 today for the whole game. That's that. I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, thanks for watching that interview, Elijah. Hopefully it was on this channel. Let's see. Makes the bucket. They're up 21. They've held Phoenix to 25, which is the most surprising thing to me. You look up, wow, they've held them to 25. Where was that one? Now it's I forgot that guy. Man, be careful going after that ball. They pull the rebound.
Hey, it's WWE out there.
Yikes. Oh man. Football game.
Yeah.
Alfred Payton. Oh, Bismack Biyombo. Biyombo gained a lot of weight. Good for him. I thought. I don't watch him that much, but let's see. Yeah, right here. This is why Ayton didn't get the contract extension.
I think that was a bad move still, though. Just, I mean, what are they going to do? Let him go?
It might have been one of those things where they see where the market's going. So they say, okay, you do some sort of, calculated risk where, all right, maybe the market for centers is really going to go down in 2 years. So we'll take our chances that it'll continue to go down and he'll just have to sign back with us or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that makes sense from an economic perspective and from a data-driven perspective. But this is a human being, and your team just made the finals. I would not want to mess with that confidence or chemistry.
Oh,
he's good. You can trade him if he's not. You can trade him. What? Just sign him.
I love how you, I love how you put that, because that's Let's Go Warriors in a nutshell. Even though I was giving the economic reason, but usually I'm sitting here telling people the human side of the game of basketball, the NBA, and you just said it right there, that you just went to the finals.
I learned it from you.
You just went to the finals, and you're not going to extend them. Yeah.
And he did everything last year that they asked him to do. He just did everything, that Chris Paul was kind of saying to do. And, they've been incredible this season, which has really taken away from all the coverage that was on the Saric stuff. Saric, that's not the right name. Who's the owner?
Oh, Sarver.
Sarver. That's it. Robert Sarver stuff.
Didn't he sell a team, though? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so. Nothing's happened. Nothing came out of that, as far as I know. I might be wrong, but
trying to catch up to the. You know what? Let's do the journalistic thing. Robert Sarver, Suns, retiring. He's retiring as. Oh, never mind. Western. What? Okay, hold on. I remember there's something that happened. Yeah, allegations of racism and misogyny. Where's the wiki here? Is it right here? How do you click on the stuff here? And the owner. So he's still the owner as of now. Phoenix Suns. Let's read down here. Oh, you guys don't have that. My fault. Sons of Mercury report some of the highest diversity, blah, blah, blah. There have been no complaints. Sarver the Suns have been on the record welcoming an NBA inquiry to clear up allegations. Okay, so he's still the owner. Bottom line.
Yeah. But the they might be able to do whatever in an investigation. It just feels like there's a little bit of environment of, well, disrespect, fear, maybe a little bit of cruelty, something like that. And just there's those little things, man. They feel there's like, a piece of glass is little, but when it's in your foot, you feel it a lot. It just I don't think it helps at all. Whereas the Mavericks, man, they hadn't won a playoff series since 2011, and they got 24 minutes or plus a few, and they might go to the Western Conference Finals. They are totally relaxed. They're playing with house money. There's no pressure on them. They don't, none of them really even know what this is like at an NBA level for the most part. I can't think of a dude out there who's like, oh yeah, that guy's got a lot of experience. Except for Jason Kidd, maybe, but yeah, they don't care and they're having fun.
Yep, that's probably what Jason told the team. Master psychologist, I think Kidd is behind closed doors. I mean, it'll take a while for the stories to come out, but you got to think that he's getting an A+ in that department. I would love to hear him mic'd up. I don't know if he's mic'd up tonight or not, but I'll assume not unless somebody tells us, and then I'll turn up the volume. But I don't feel like listening to Reggie Miller's voice. Sorry. And I just would love to hear how he coaches. That's something that everyone can learn from. Okay, I'm going to do play-by-play. Offensive rebound, Cam Johnson, right side. Pick and roll, Mikal. Nope, he takes Luka down the lane, dishes off to Mikal, easy bucket. Phoenix has 27 points through 2 quarters and 10 minutes, or 1 quarter plus 10 minutes. Man, 22 of 24 minutes, and they have 27 points. Dallas 48. Dinwiddie, bye-bye Cam Johnson, but gets an and one? No. Yes, gets an and one. Man, what a bucket.
That is a tough shot right there. He had to shoot it with his hand almost sideways.
He has really taken advantage of the spotlight right here. It's like this is what he wanted, You could tell he's that type of guy because of his, wanting to sell his free agency like a stock market thing.
For Bitcoin.
Really innovative, but I mean, a guy who bets on himself.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he killed the Jazz a little bit from time to time in the fourth quarter, that series.
Okay, D-Book left side against Bullock up top. Crowder has to shoot a 3. That's what you want if you're a Mav. Dwight Powell rebound. Here comes Luka again. Mikal. Pick and roll. Now it's Johnson on Luka. Step back 3. Splash.
Got it.
20. They've doubled up Dallas. The crowd is stunned. Cam Johnson. Wow. And also, what a way to go out if this is how they're going out. But, geez.
I mean, this is a really, really good team. You can guarantee they'll make adjustments at halftime and come out with championship level fight. But
D-Book misses.
The Mavericks don't seem to care, and they're just trying to bury him right now.
Pick and roll against Cam Johnson. Loses Cam. 3-pointer wide open. He's posing.
He hit it. He hit that. Come on.
He is just, oh my goodness. He's the gladiator in Rome. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Chris Paul desperation 3. No good. Well, it was a 2-for-1 3. My bad. Chris Paul 2-for-1 3. No good. Now there's 29 seconds. Here comes Luka. Gonna do the pick and roll. The shed. Mikal. Have him on Cam Johnson. We pick who guards Luka. That's what they do.
Oh, Dinwiddie's real disrespectful,
Brady,
man.
no good. Dwight Powell rebound. Is that Powell? No, that's Bertans. My fault.
Well,
City bank shot no good at the buzz right before the buzzer. I hope I got that right. Stunning.
the Suns are
Stunning.
looking to only score
Oh, that was
54
Kleber.
points today.
Sorry, that was Kleber. I forgot Kleber was on the team. Okay, let's check out the comments here.
Yeah.
You know what's cool is we got double the amount of people.
It's really a desert now.
We got double. Yeah, I know,
Awesome.
huh? We got double the amount of people on the concurrent right now than we averaged during the season for a regular season, a Warriors game. Isn't that crazy? That's exciting.
Yeah. Well, it's a big playoff game on national TV, but if you guys like this, come on back.
Yeah. Hit like
and splash the like button. Yeah, subscribe.
27 likes. Wait a minute. We got 67 people watching, 27 likes. Hold on here.
Yeah, that math doesn't add up,
Sheesh. What do I got to do a giveaway here or what? Sheesh.
You got to give away Warriors gear on an off day.
Let me see the likes go above the concurrence, and then we'll do a giveaway. How's that? Okay. Geez, there's so many comments that I haven't. Okay, fine. Let's go backwards. Luke, let's see. Owns a tiebreaker. Yep. Game one. I mean, in San Francisco. Suns 27, Luka 27. That's insane. Is that for real? Jeez.
The Suns are doing the giveaway. Hey, Rich, since it's halftime, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. All right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'm charging my phone.
Luka 27. That's right. My goodness. Wait, somebody's got 21? Spencer Dinwiddie 21. Wow. Here, I'll do this, guys. Oops. I did the wrong thing. Exit solo layout. How do you do this? Remove. There we go. Sorry about that. I never understood the hype around. Well, I mean, they look very hungry during the regular season, and it's all matchups, right? It's all matchups when it comes to the playoffs. So they found a matchup that they couldn't really figure out. Speaking of which, why don't we just take the time? Let's go look at who played a lot. Played a lot for Phoenix, let's say. Mikal Bridges probably played a lot. So look him up, and let's go look at the head-to-head against Dallas. Find Dal. So they won 3 times. 3-0. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. 2020. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry. This is the playoffs. So right here, they won, and that's it. So they were 3-0 against Dallas during the regular season. Did they have everybody? Oh, but they had Kristaps. So it's a different team. Wow. Mark Cuban deserves some freaking credit, or whoever the GM is. Get in there, do the risky thing of getting rid of KP, even though he was injured a lot. But still, that's not an obvious thing to do, to unload a contract like that. But injured a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to look for another game. Find Dallas. Yeah, that was the last game they had. So throw all those records out the window. 3-0, who cares? Because that was back in November. You meet a matchup that isn't that great for you, and it could spell your doom. Why did I delete that window? Reopen last close tab. Okay, so there you go. Yeah. What would they bring they're going to bring them what we're bringing them. That's what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing right now is doing the scouting report on everybody. They are looking at Dinwiddie. I mean, all those guys pretty much. So you got Dinwiddie who can make some moves with the ball and shoot off the dribble. Luke can do that. I don't know. I think we have the personnel. I think we have the personnel. The Phoenix should have the personnel as well. I mean, they got Cam Johnson, they got Mikal Bridges. Let's pay closer attention in the second half to they're just not making shots. Devin Booker no good on these highlights. Let's look at some of the Suns shooting woes. 10 for 41. And Chris Paul's 0 for 4. Devin Booker's 0 for 7. So there you go. I wouldn't count him out yet. I wouldn't count him out yet because all you got to do is cut that lead in half, and then you got these young Mavs kind of, an inch of doubt grows to a foot, as the saying goes. So you want to start doing something to make them have some doubt. But yeah, are the Suns going to play like we played in Game 5 and just keep folding? We'll see. So yeah, we will get home court. Reminds me of the Rockets missing threes in Game 7. Yeah, Luka's got a lot of different things in his bag. Everyone should be able to see the score when they tune in. That's not how we do it here because my stream is slow. So I could go here and put this score up, but then that's faster than my stream, and then that ruins the experience for me too. So you have to just kind of understand what we do here is different. So everything's slower, and it's really a second screen. This isn't a first screen type of setup. So I hear your command, Stephen Ivy, but no, I reject it because I can't do that. I'm just unable to do it. I mean, there should be a better way to word that. So that's all I got to say. Jazz a team defense issue. Well, isn't Luka a team defense issue, or what are we going to do? But I mean, he's still point of attack, and that was one of our problems. Mostly during the regular season was the point of attack, especially during the 5-game losing streak, which, I don't think you can really judge a whole lot from the 5-game losing streak, but the point of attack defense, well, Luka or Ja, I would rather have Wiggs guarding Luka than Wiggs guarding Ja. I would rather I would rather, yeah, I like that matchup better for Wiggs, but just because of the size and Luka's not as explosive, but he's still a problem. So I guess I'm saying, um, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just I'm glad it's not Jaws there that we have to guard against the point of attack. I think if it was Chris Paul, though, I'd rather guard Chris Paul than Luka. So there's that as well. Yeah. So Wiggs on Luka. I don't know what you guys got to say in terms of the team defense there. All of these NBA teams are pretty similar. We're the ones that are different in terms of the ball movement, things like that. 29 other teams get the ball movement started out with the pick and roll, traditional pick and roll. I mean, we'll have Draymond Steph pick and roll every now and then, but it's not always the initiator of our 0.5 basketball. You ready to come back, Dean? Okay. You're back.
I'm back. Hey, the what you were just saying, you know, a lot of these teams are pick and roll and kind of mismatch teams too. You know, they'll hunt certain players. Um, however, that does lead to a kind of predictability, I think, to the offense sometimes.
Yeah. And it taxes your usage rate guy. So yeah, but I mean, guy like you, Luka, 6'7", big body. Guy like Chris Paul, who's been doing it all his life. Yeah, you want to try and make them work on both ends. Make them work so that fourth quarter they're a little bit more fatigued.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering, Rich, do you know anything about Otto Porter, by the way?
Oh yeah. So he did the exercise bike today.
Oh, great.
But that's about it. And so we'll just have to see how that goes.
Well, at least we got another 4 games, you know, in a couple days to get him rested up, you know. So, oh man, I'm really glad we won that last game.
Yeah,
I'm really
man,
glad.
what an epic game. I mean, that was finally took a while, but Warriors basketball finally reared its beautiful head. It's just, I mean, that's what we were looking for, like the Draymond rebound, bringing up court, find Steph on the side. I loved it when he dribbled it down and then you could see Steph putting his hand up like, yo, I'm wide open. Boom. Splash. And then Looney offensive rebound, kick out to Clay for the reload. I mean, that's classic Warriors basketball that we've been waiting for. So all along, here's the thing. So all along, the question was, when could we get back to that point? And the problem was that we were throwing the ball away, game 5, basically, horrific looking stuff. And we kept doing that. We really kept doing that through basically 3 quarters again in game 6, even though we were playing well and the game was pretty tight. But we still had like at least 3, passes up the court that went right into the baseline. So that's the question is, have we kicked that habit or that bad habit, and where are we headed now. Have we? Are we getting better as the playoffs go along? It feels like it, but then you look at it as like a stock market kind of growing little by little. Game 5 was a huge dip, then Game
Yeah.
6 back up. I think we are improving as we go, and I think it's just a combination of so many other variables. Like it's been 2.5 years since we played in the playoffs. Clay, he's played 43, 44 games in total. Some of the age issues. So it'll come down to the big three anyways, our 3 Hall of Famers anyways. Whether we get to the next round, get to the finals or not is kind of, it's kind of up to them. But the age issue is kind of not up to them. That's just age. And so that's when I started thinking, well, maybe I ought to just roll the dice and see how Moody does in Game 1. And it's just give him an opportunity. Maybe he'll, be able to make up for some of the. I mean, the logic that I used was if it's third quarter of Game 6 at home, and we're throwing the ball away like we are, what difference would it make? Just have Moody in there for a few, early Q3, or mid Q3 type minutes, see what he does. But I'm not mad if Moody is still not being played as a rookie.
Yeah. What do you think his role would be?
Damian Lee's. Not that I don't like Damian Lee. Actually, a lot of people hated his contribution. They magnified the one run out turnover into an indictment on him. But other than that, I thought he played pretty well. So he's the point man on the 3-2 zone when they decide to go throw in a little zone here and there. I say that's the role that Moody takes. And Damian will be ready Game 2, Game 3, Game 4 in case Moody's trash. We're back, by the way.
What, Rich? You call Moody trash?
No, I said if he's trash. No, but I wouldn't call anybody trash. I don't.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
I'm just joking. Are you able to move your camera a little bit up so we can see you better there, more centered? Okay. Great jacket though. We color coordinated.
Oh, nice. Right.
So Dallas is now up 59-27. It must be super quiet, especially it being right after halftime when nobody's back at their seats because they're getting the, if you have courtside seats, it's part of the deal. You get the free food, you get the free alcohol. At least it is for the Warriors. I would imagine it's the same over there. Pretty good right there. DeAndre Ayton will go to the line.
In Staples Center, they deliver your food to you if you're in the lower bowl. I think, huh?
That's a good idea. But then you're
to keep people in the seats, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just more fun to go to the bar and mingle.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
I'm not saying also, for me, I'm just saying for the average.
Yeah.
The average American.
Sure.
Or whoever. I guess you don't have
the Suns' first shot this half, coming out of halftime, was a double team. Yeah. Jay Crowder kind of fade away from the left corner. That was their first shot out of halftime.
Yeah.
Brunson
wide open 3. Incredible. Wide open. 62-27. It's like this is the numbers don't even make sense. I'm processing that with my eyes and I'm like, that can't possibly be right. Booker, bad pass. I bet you Phoenix is feeling how we felt in Game 5. The Phoenix crowd.
I don't think so because Game 5 we were still alive. This is it.
Yeah, right.
This is it. I hear you.
Oh, Jay Kidd is going to challenge this. Oh, right. What? J Kidd reviewing
Yeah.
this
That-
early,
unbel-
10:20.
So the
Luka
Ime
out of bounds,
Udoka,
by the way.
Ime
So no-
Udoka, the Celtics coach, also used the challenge, I think, in the first half of the previous game today, which is extremely rare, I think, to see any challenges used in the first half, much less the game 7. But be pretty. I mean, you're up 62-27. You know, you might as well try and put them away before they ever have a chance to get back in it, right? But that's brave.
Yeah, whatever J Kidd does is the right thing. So, anyways, if you guys hadn't heard, game 1 will be Wednesday, and then it's every other day. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Is that 7 of them? Maybe not 6 of them. And then Monday. So that's tough. That's tough on the old bodies. Again, that's another good reason to play Moody in game 1, is it not? I'm campaigning
Absolutely.
for Moody game 1. My dad's like, no, it doesn't matter because ultimately it's up to Steph, Clay, and Dre. Which, I mean, I do agree with him. But now that I've seen what I've seen, me being the super cautious coach, the guy that worries about every little thing, I would definitely deploy Moody early on, just in case it pays dividends somewhere later during the season, and along the theme of our team is getting better as the playoffs progress. So if our team is getting better as the playoffs progress, let's make Moody part of that.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think let me turn it on. I think that you probably, especially if we're playing the Mavs, which it looks like we might be right now, I would go with Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Porter, and Draymond as the kind of the main veteran lineup, and then I would be very happy taking Poole. Let's see, Poole, Moody, Kuminga, and Looney. I mean, that's 9 guys, right there, and you figure out a 10th guy, I guess.
Well, sorry, Damian, I love you, but I want to see Moody.
And I like Damian Lee a lot. I think he cuts well, and he's an excellent rebounder.
And we need him over the stretch of 82 games and stuff. He's a guy we need, honestly.
And we need him for matchups or foul trouble or whatever. We need all these guys. Yeah. Man, Luka. I hate to spoil this for you, Rich, but Luka hit another 3.
He's Damian is basically the backup to the backup 2 guard. So it's Clay, Jordan Poole. Damian is right after that. So is Moody, right. But so is Damian.
And honestly, if you want a bench lineup with Moody at the small forward and with Lee, I mean, that's Poole, Lee, Moody, Kuminga, and Looney. That's not, I feel like that can work from time to time. I don't like the idea of starting Kuminga. I think playing him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think putting Kuminga.
I actually like it, but we finally found something we disagree on. I actually like it, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, here's my reasoning for it, is that I think if you put Kuminga, I don't mean don't play him. Like, there's a difference between coming off the bench and being benched. I still want him to play, but I think if you put him in the second unit with a specific role to supplement one of the other starters, it might be a little bit easier than having him out there with all the pressure against the other team's best players, in the starting lineup. I think it'll allow him to play a more refined and focused role, personally.
Wow. Okay. Sure. Phoenix is now down 34, even after steal and dunk for Mikal. Brunson good.
They got over 30. Yeah.
67-31. Nice to see Dirk Nowitzki in the crowd. Oh, that's awesome. Mikhail misses a 3. Okay, so my thing with JK is that I to start him with the older guys, I think is a good balance of young guys with old guys. Plus, I don't think he did anything wrong in games 4 and 5. It was really, again,
I didn't mean to say that.
our 3. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he did anything wrong as a starter. So it was really Steph, Clay, and Dre. They just played stupid. Again, the turnovers, or the turnovers, the speeding up of the game, which Memphis will do to you. So credit Memphis. Just saying that we can more easily. Any mistakes JK makes. Well, now that I think about it, I don't know. I'm not opposed to JK still starting, but I get it if they don't, because of possibly a chemistry thing. Because now that I think about it some more out loud, the team goes as Steph, Clay, and Dre go. So when they are careless with the ball, that increases the likelihood of JK being careless with the ball, or anybody, in my opinion. That's just something about the Warriors that only diehard Warriors fans would know, right? It's like, it's a frustrating fact that when you see Steph and Clay and Dre careless, the other guys tend to be careless. Other than Jordan Poole is just the way he plays. He's a special case. Like, he's going to have his own turnover. He's like a poor man Steph anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that, if then throw it the other way, which is if Steph, Clay, and Dre are protective of the ball and smart with the ball and not going too fast, then the rest of the team usually follows suit and mimics them as well. That being said, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right in terms of putting JK out there with the second unit, where if you're the second unit, you tend to hit more singles, try to hit more singles than home runs, because you're just not a home run hitter.
Well, here's another thing.
Jordan Poole.
Here's another thing. Real quick, and thank you, Shauna Gang, for the $1.99 donation. Or not,
yes,
whatever.
Shauna.
Yeah, thank you. The lineup that I said, I didn't think of myself. It's just I heard on the Plus Minus podcast or something that the Warriors' best, plus minus in the playoffs has been with Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Porter, and Draymond.
Porter. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
here's
size,
my thing.
shooting,
I
quickness.
don't want to start Otto though, because he's older and he's got that foot.
Oh, I didn't necessarily mean as the starting line, just the main guys.
Oh my gosh, Reggie Bullock, right corner. They're up 75-34. That's a 4. Oh my! Even I can do the math. 41 points.
41, and the Suns still have 5 timeouts.
You can't come back from 41.
I mean, if they do, it'll be. I mean, if the Suns win this game, it might be the best comeback ever, just in terms of deficit in Game 7. I
cannot believe what I'm watching.
But I don't think they're coming back either.
For this to be a Game 7, and did they what? They didn't come out with the physicality they needed. I don't. What's going on here?
I don't know. Not. This is 3 games of them all winning just on home court too. So it's amazing that means Phoenix has won every game here this series, except for this one right now. I don't know.
This is a stunner. Absolute stunner.
Yeah.
I gotta screenshot this real quick because we got 70. That's a magic number for me. 73. Oh, lost it. 73 people on the Alive. That's pretty cool. Oh, I got your hand on that one. So we got to push it back up to 73. Oh, now it's 75. Incredible. Did we get 75 likes yet? Because then we can do the giveaway. 43 likes? What's going on? Everyone splash the like. Then I'll do a giveaway. When likes equals concurrence.
Well, always blessed. At least you're finding a way to make this one a win for you and your friend group, and that's really what basketball is about.
Okay.
Thank you again, Shauna. Thank you.
She's absolutely right. We talked about that before Shauna came on. Is like we still were throwing the ball to the baseline, not the guy, to the baseline. And Clay had one go towards his knee that he couldn't catch. And it's like, this is going through game 6, third quarter. And I'm sitting there going, when are our guys going to, again, what I said, you don't try to hit the home run until you've hit singles first. You have to demonstrate that you can hit the singles, then do your home run stuff.
Well, you load the bases, to make it more effective. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think the Warriors, it was just like sometimes those things happen, or do you think it was actual like not focusing or not maybe taking it seriously enough, or what?
I actually thought it was age. I thought it was age. We talked about this a little bit. Age, and then also there's myriad of factors. Clay only played 43, 44 games so far. He hasn't even played a whole season, technically.
Yeah.
Like 75 games played, 82 games played that. Another 3 by Dallas. They're up 40. It's such a big number I can't even add anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought it was age. I thought it was
back to 40 for me.
I thought it was Clay. I thought it was 2.5 years, not for Clay, 2.5 years of not playing in the playoffs for the 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And the fourth reason, no voice of Steve on the bench to say, guys, can you please hit a single before you hit a home run? You can hear the words, but when it's coming from a different voice, that'll go in one ear and out the other when it's in the heat of the battle. You're on the bench. It's loud. Chase Center, you got the music blaring. You're expecting to hear, Mr. Mom's voice. I told Coach Nick about that. And Coach Nick of Basketball Breakdown, he's like, yep, when dad isn't around to slap the boys into shape, that has an effect. So I think at least those 4 reasons were why we were just throwing the ball around. And I hope game 6 taught us that you can hit the home run, but please hit some singles, load the bases first.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think not having Kerr there, I don't know about that 39-point loss. I don't know. Again, when we talked about it, it felt like the Warriors just didn't show up. But if they had, it's not like the Grizzlies. I don't know. They didn't put in the energy and they didn't put in the focus to get to the Western Conference Finals as early as possible, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But personally, I think a lot of that was just the Grizzlies, them looking old, tired, or not focused, or whatever. Just the Grizzlies were so chaotic that there was no and young and fiery that you just had to play it by ear, kind of.
That would be the 5th reason. Give credit to Memphis. Yeah, been saying that in the live streams. It's just they're a very well-built team, and especially you look at their salary cap and the youth that they have, and not just the youth, but also the physicality that they have. Like Desmond Bain and Dylan Brooks are built like linebackers, and you just don't get that easily from the draft. So
they did somehow.
yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
We can look at their salary cap right here so people can see. Look at that. Steven Adams makes 17 million, but of course JJJ is going to make 27 million next year. So it'll start going up, but I mean still it's this immensely manageable salary cap table right here. A lot of flexibility.
Yeah. And probably a good amount of let me see. Yeah, they probably have some cap room too to be able to get some they need some veterans on that team.
It's insane. They're at 97 million committed so far next season.
That's not much.
Only guy that you'd want to bring back out of there. Tyus Jones, that's a tough one. 8 million. They talked about that actually today in exit interviews. So that's a debate going on in Memphis right now. Slow-mo did a good job, I thought. I mean, think about it. They lose Tyus and Slow-mo. Is that bad of a thing to deal with in the NBA? That's not that bad of a thing to deal with, honestly. Like
I would not. If I was a Grizzlies fan, I would not want them to lose Slow-mo. I think he's more important. I would not want them to lose Slow-mo, Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I think that's more important for them than they kind of realize at the moment.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that, but we do worry about those things when it happens to the Warriors, and we throw around all the different variables on those things.
Sure. And it's also just good to know who's available out there too. In case the Warriors are looking for something.
Thanks for your support, Sean, as usual. What are you doing there? You updating your comments, or what are you doing there touching the screen there?
Going back to the comments on here. I can't if I'm only looking at you, I can't see the comments. So just turn
Gotcha. So currently the score is 85-47. That's just crazy. Like both scores, like for a team to have 85 at this point in time in the game, and a team to only have 47. Wow.
Yeah.
Oops, I used this box score. So where's Luka now? How many points? 33. 23 from Spencer. 33, 10, and 4.
Jeez.
Let's look at the comments. Anybody got any topics we want to cover? Let's see. Slow-mo's a steady player. Still recovering from game 6. Man, it's great to win Warriors basketball style. We had the Splash Brothers with their flurry. Oh, it's so like we'll never know what the feeling is because we are the ones that do flurries on people, and I'm glad we'll never know the feeling. But can you imagine the feeling of Grizzlies fans to get splashed on like that? It's got to be demoralizing. And the last timeout Taylor Jenkins took, it's like, is there any other point in the NBA that's more, it's just like you have to take a timeout. There's literally nothing you can do. It's literally pouring rain on you. And we are the the reason for that. Steph and Clay, and come on JP, let's join that. But I mean, really just Steph and Clay is all we needed to achieve the flurry that just wiped you guys out. That's the best feeling in basketball, and we're blessed to have those two guys.
Oh man, it's unbelievable.
and we beat Dallas.
The way Klay Thompson can just like have no memory of like, oh, he's been shooting 35% from the three or what, and just all the talk around him and just like, well, I'm still game 6 Klay, so here's 30.
Yeah.
Steph comes through the 29 and the Warriors just find a way to pull it out, But look, after 2019, I will not. I believe that right now we can beat any team, and that probably all the other 3 teams, if we face them in a series, can beat us.
Oh, it's
I hope
exciting.
that's not the case, but they're all really good. But I am never going to worry about the Warriors breaking or not being able to handle the moment. After 2019, that's it. There's no breaking them. It's not going to happen. They're not.
And when it happens
They're
to
not
other
only in it.
teams, when it happens to other teams like the Bucks, they didn't have Chris Middleton, whatever. I don't feel sorry for them because we went through that.
Well, that's sports, isn't it? One injury.
Normally I would. I have a lot of sympathy for everything in life, so I do feel the pain of the Bucks. But then our pain was pretty damn deep. So,
and we almost won it. Well, let's do some play-by-play. The Mavericks are up by $1 billion, and the Suns have not hit 50 points yet, and it's 129 left to go in the third. And that's been our play-by-play for the game.
Oh, you can do more if you want, because I'm gonna post on Instagram right now.
So, Shauna, knock over my phone here. Shauna's wondering, can we beat Dallas? Again, they're a very dangerous team. Obviously with Luka and the way the pieces around him have been playing right now. I mean, as you can kind of tell, but I guess the beneficial thing is that A, the Warriors are at home, and B, the Mavs are not, again, also not a super experienced team other than the Jazz and the Suns team in the couple Clippers games that they play. But the intensity of the Western Conference Finals, the chance to make the NBA Finals, is pretty high, and I don't think the Warriors are feeling a ton of pressure either at this point. I don't see why we would. We're just this has been actually a very rough season in some ways if you think about it. Just in terms of the injuries, the in and out, nature of a lot of the players. I think the Warriors going against the Mavericks ought to feel like like they've got an excellent game plan for game 1, and that's all you can really focus on, because until you see how they play against you, especially look, the Mavs are winning by a lot here, but they're going to be a tired group, I think, emotionally, in terms of the exhaustion of forcing a game 7, of trying to win this game 7.
Well, I don't know. Because I say that because these playoffs has really like surprised me how up and down teams can go. Starting last year with the Bucks losing by 39 and then winning the championship, it seems like a different NBA where these things can fluctuate and the pendulum can swing wildly. So I don't know that it carries over, and game 1's going to be Wednesday. So I'm gonna respectfully disagree, I think, on that. And nothing surprises me. And also, that's an indictment on predictions. Like we don't do predictions, we don't do awards, we don't do comparisons, because those are the thief of joy, per Moses Moody. And I also don't do rankings usually. So in saying that, it's fun. It's fun to not be able to predict game 1, I think, with any of these guys. Nobody could have predicted Phoenix to come out and lay an egg tonight. So it's a new NBA. It's just you throw the ball away 3 times, suddenly you're down but 9 more points than you were before, just like that. So it's a really different NBA that I can't get my hands around sometimes. The refereeing, roll the dice every single time, flagrant. Oh, we challenged that. Looks like Bane easily did a chicken wing on Damian. Nope, that's no. Call stands. What? So the NBA oftentimes has me befuddled. So I don't really know what to expect in game 1. But you're right on the other point that you made, which is you never really don't know until you roll the ball out. Let's play, and then we can gather some intel. But then again, you have a game 5 in Memphis. It's like crazy. I don't even know what's going on with the NBA sometimes.
Yeah. No, you're
But
right.
Can we beat the Mavs? I mean, yeah, I guess. But you know what? I'm just gonna have to see what happens. Fun stuff.
I think Iguodala might be available next series, right?
So he's going to be reevaluated on Thursday. I think they said today. I think they said Thursday. Okay, what do we got in the comments? Stallions. That's what we got right there. I'm trying to see. What are those? Yeah,
that's Stallion.
Yeah, little stallions.
Yeah, horses.
Man, that's your quick tapper, Monica. Tap.
I think Iguodala will be available because he probably was okay. They just didn't want to piss off the Memphis crowd, by playing him. Get them riled up.
I don't know about this one. Yeah, where's the inside reporting on this? We need some intel on what the hell Andre's going through.
Yeah, hurt neck. He's only 37. He's nice and young.
Let's see. Okay. Showing fans leaving.
Hey,
it's sad.
Bring on the Mavs. Very confident. Yeah, but let's not be arrogant here. They're doing this to the Suns. That ought to tell you something about what they might be able to do to us if we're not careful.
I like that question. Draymond can cover anybody.
I do think you want him in the help defense role against the Mavs more though. You put a wing on Luka and then have Draymond maybe shade behind.
That'd be interesting late in the game. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
How they do that.
The game was over before it started. Yeah, well.
I wonder if
maybe.
Huh. I'd love to see just for kicks. It'd be fun to see a 3-2 zone with Moody on top against Luka. Damian roll. So you only take the minutes of Damian. 3-2 zone. Sprinkle that in. They will. On Luka, 3-2 zone, Moody up top. That'd be fun.
Moody, yeah. Well, he's got the legs. He's got the legs to go for it. That's for sure. He's young and rested.
Yeah. Probably restless as well.
He's a little restless too. But that dude's super mature for 19. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, and Andre's taking care of his body. So it's just, it's a neck disc. That's what is listed. Disc, whatever number it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Scary to think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some play-by-play. Let's see. Chris Paul, left side layup. So they are now down 40 again. So burn about 4 more minutes, still down by 40. And man, this is just, I can't even believe what I'm seeing. Spencer Dinwiddie, Larry Shamet, pick and roll. Dwight Powell. No, it's JaVale McGee Island. No, he gets rid of it. Over to Brunson, pulls up on Booker, hits the shot. Jeez. Sheesh.
Hey, at least the Suns got over 54. They've scored more in the third and into the fourth than they did the first half already.
Jeez. 99-57, 9:52 to go. JaVale, jump ball. Wow. Wow. I actually want to see more fight. I want to see this, I don't want to sit through another blowout. But I don't know, you're down 42. It's technically a blowout until 20 points. So they got it's a double blowout. Brunson easily down the lane. Runner good, man. We got to be careful of that guy. He even wants an and one.
Oh, he
Chris
killed
Paul.
the Jazz. He absolutely killed the Jazz.
Chris
All
Paul,
series long.
jumper. If people are wondering, that's because Dean is originally from Utah, so he knows a lot about
Salt
this
Lake.
stuff.
Mhm.
Blow him up.
And the
Blow
Jazz
'em up.
played the Mavericks in the first round.
Yeah. So are we going to see the Jazz blown up? You would know more than any of us.
Well, no, I think they'll trade Gobert, but they'll keep Mitchell and a lot of the other pieces. They need some perimeter defenders right now. Since this game is such an incredible blowout,
who will take Gobert?
There are teams in the NBA. There are good organizations in the NBA that will seriously look at Rudy Gobert, including the Warriors. Absolutely. You need other offensive players. You need to have a good team already, but he's extremely useful in defense, rebounding. Being an efficient scorer around the hoop, setting screens, things like that. The main problem I think with the Jazz is they're playing at the end of a game. They're playing lots of times Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, and Jordan Clarkson. So Jordan Clarkson and Donovan Mitchell. So 6'1" Donovan Mitchell is playing the small forward position. And he just can't guard anybody. They need perimeter wings. I think they'll trade Gobert for some of that.
You need wings.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. That's the one thing I noticed from the Jazz this season is they didn't really have any wings in a 3-and-D league.
Well, it's just not. They don't even have any size on the perimeter.
Yeah.
I mean, Conley, Mitchell, and Clarkson. They all got to be probably 6'3" and under. Maybe Clarkson 6'4". That's just way too small.
Dinwiddie makes it a 45-point game. Wow, 45.
Yeah. Hey, do you think the Suns will lose by 40 or 39?
I guess 40. It's got to be keep the magic number of 39 intact.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we are going to have 4 teams from 2020 and 2021 in the finals who are not going to make it back even to the finals.
Yeah.
Lakers didn't make it back. Heat didn't make it back so far. The Suns don't look like they're going to make it back, and the Bucks didn't make it back. That's pretty interesting.
Wait, what was about the Heat?
So the Heat made the finals in 2020,
right,
in the bubble, and they might still make it back because they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, but they didn't make it back from the year after they made the finals. I mean,
okay, 109.65 with 644. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do if you're Monty? I guess you just gotta play him. Oh man, I feel bad for Monty Williams. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I had Coach of the Year this year.
Yeah. Coach of the Year goes down.
have failed to reach the conference finals. That's pretty interesting. 2020 Bucks, 2021 Jazz, and 2022 Suns. It's not over yet, but I mean, it's 6 minutes to go and they're down 40. It's strange because all the favorites won in the first round, right? So having, at least in the first round, having the better regular season record seems to be important. But unfortunately, it seems like the higher you go in terms of like setting regular season records, almost the more difficult it becomes. I wonder why that is.
Say that one more time.
It's better to have a higher seed, but the closer and closer you get to setting like records in the regular season, it seems like the harder it is to win at some point. At least recently.
Yeah.
I just said 2022 Suns, 2021 Jazz, and 2020 Bucks. And let's see, 2019, the number one seed was the Rockets, I think, at 18-2. So I don't know. It seems like it's not. Like, I just wonder how important the regular season is, because it seems like in some way it is super important, and in other ways, you know, sometimes the best teams just have 20 losses instead of 10. You know, I don't know. I'm glad you agree with what I'm thinking, Roland, because I don't know how to express what I'm trying to say.
I'm going to try and express it. It's just the parity. It's parity of the NBA, and it's the wild swings of the pace and space style. That's what I think it is. So again, you make 3 mistakes in a row, 9 points right there.
Yeah.
And it adds up. And sometimes when you have just mental lapses like Phoenix did and we did in Game 5, then it just boils over. It's crazy to see a score like this. But then again, it's starting to become normal in the NBA, even in the playoffs. So I think this is a good thing for the NBA, just kind of the parity. It's not a good thing to have 40-point blowouts where it's kind of boring to watch, but overall, the 64,000-foot result of this is that anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
Yes.
Which then, now you talk about the Warriors. Well, hey, maybe we needed to learn that lesson in Game 5. You would think now with our 3 Hall of Famers, with the 4th one on the bench, I think Andre will get in the Hall of Fame.
He better. Steph got him that Finals MVP for a reason.
You would think that I love how you said that. You would think that we've learned that lesson, and then now we're the difference in terms of it doesn't happen to us as much because of the makeup of our 3 guys. I hope.
Well,
no, you actually. Oh no, Marcus wants Gobert. Oh no, I don't think Gobert is a good fit at all with us. You got to be kidding me. Well, Marcus,
okay.
Are you saying that, Marcus? You first of all, Marcus, you've got to look at the salary cap table of Utah. I mean, do you want to be stuck paying Rudy Gobert 37, 40, 43, and 45, 46 million? Are you saying that with that in mind?
Rich,
if you are,
let's put it this way. He's not going to come off the bench as let's put it this way, though, right?
It doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
Economically doesn't make sense. Chemistry-wise doesn't make sense. Team system-wise, Steve Kerr system doesn't make sense.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do not want Gobert at all.
That's fine, and I'm
Mostly
not
for the
saying that
salary.
I want to trade anybody on this team. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you'd have to give up Wiggins.
Yeah.
And then now that Wiggins had the game 6 that he had, they're not going to trade that. So realistically, game 6 completely obliterated any talk of Gobert, in my opinion. But I wouldn't want Gobert.
I would rather. I don't know. I'd rather talk about this in the off season, just because if we are talking about it all, it's not going to happen until then. Personally, I think Gobert would be very interesting with this Warriors team, but we're trying to win a championship with these guys. I don't want to talk about like, oh, if we trade this guy, like the season's not even over yet. We're in the Western Conference Finals.
All right, then
I don't think LeBron wants to
say,
play with Curry in
what's the
Golden
worst
State.
case? There's no way you're trading Wiggins if we win the championship. So if we don't win the championship or we get knocked out next round,
there's no way we're trading anybody until the season's over in the first place. Let's just keep rooting for the guys we have,
okay,
man.
Let me rephrase. Is Gobert a good fit on the team?
Yes.
With whatever you want.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's not. No.
Yes, he is, Rich. I'm telling you. Look, let me just.
You would just back off of Gobert completely, and that gives you an extra defender.
Right. The only way to beat him is to play small ball, right? Against the Warriors, you want to play small ball? He's good at rebounding, defense, scoring around the rim, and setting screens.
He's not fast.
He's like the league leader in screen assists. He's super durable. I mean, all the defensive rim protection, rebounding stuff is not a problem, and you free up minutes for Kuminga and Poole, and and the other young guys. So, yes, we would, and you're putting him next to Draymond. That defense would be off the chain.
You would just you'd be playing zone on Draymond and Gobert. Now you're putting another guy that you want to shoot in there.
With Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, and Klay Thompson out there?
Memphis almost beat us without Gobert on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I don't really even want to talk about this because we're not in the off season yet. But yes, we could make that work. We could absolutely make that work.
Steve Kerr can make anything work.
Well, there you go.
I think but then
it worked real well having another defensive player of the year in Bogut, right? So
every trade does involve economics. So it's. But I agree with you. Why are we talking about this now? So Marcus, let's talk about it later. But you really do have to consider economics.
Yeah. Although I will say one more thing, and this doesn't just apply to Gobert. It applies to any large contract that the Warriors might get. If that player contributes well I think Brunson got hit on the bench. Oh, he's not even in the game. That's bizarre. But anyway, if we get a large contract, personally, I never have too much of a problem with that, and just in the sense that you can package those contracts together as long as they play hard and play well in the team concept. You'll always be able to find some way to use a larger contract in a trade or in a signing trade or anything like that, for a disgruntled star, maybe in a package, whatever it is, large contracts are always useful in my opinion. I don't believe in cap space. You can't play cap space. He doesn't hit any shots. He doesn't make any passes. He doesn't do anything for you.
All right, we're not talking more. I should have took your advice. You said we shouldn't talk about trades until the offseason, and you're absolutely.
This is such an incredible blowout, though. What else is there to talk about?
No, because it's BS. No, I'm not. No, now we flip sides. Now I'm the one saying we shouldn't talk about that stuff. No, I don't want to. No, we're not talking about Miles Turner. We already blew that to smithereens when there wasn't a salary match. Do you guys understand that? Like, you got to go look up how much Miles Turner makes, and then you got to figure out who he gets traded for. So,
Mhm.
but right now, I'm not going to let one bad apple. Not that I think you're a bad apple, Marcus Brown. I appreciate you putting comments out there. It's fun, but then you're putting stuff out there that doesn't take into account the economics. So, and also, the last thing I'll just say before I shut that down is that um, you always have to consider who would actually trade for the guy. So if you're saying trade Wiseman, like, I don't know, it's unlikely that a GM would want to go and trade for Wiseman. But then there are economics involved as well. He's on a rookie contract, et cetera, et cetera. Right now he's kind of damaged goods, and his stock is at a low point. So it's hard for another GM to trade for that.
If you want to think about it, if you want to think about it this way too, if you want to trade Wiseman right now, as Rich said, it kind of damaged his stock a little, maybe a little, not distressed asset, but like not. He's kind of an unknown. You'd have to trade him for a little bit of a distressed asset too, rather than bringing him back, getting him, a training camp, which he still hasn't had yet. Clay has probably played more national games between college and the NBA this season than Wiseman has since 2020. He hasn't played. If you really want to get max value for him, you have to have him play. He has to play for us. No matter what else happens, you just got to bring that stock back up.
Yep. Got to bring that stock back up. Then you got the February trade deadline. So yeah, I promise you, we will discuss trades during the offseason, because draft and trades, that's what you do in the offseason. There's no other content. So we will discuss that. We will.
We're trying to win a Western Conference Finals here, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, ignored your question. What was that? So much going on in the comments, and that's what happens with trade speculation. You go off on tangents. Here we go. Oh no, I answered that in the comments. The LeBron saying he wanted to play with Curry, that was during his TV show, The Shop. They have to say something, like, how do you get clicks? They have to bring up something. So it got brought up.
He should have said Westbrook.
Answer the question honestly, which is, I'd love to play with Curry. Who wouldn't? He's like, you make a list of people you love to play with, he's at the top of that list. It's gotta be at the top.
Oh, it would be for me, man.
You go play like you mentioned earlier. You go play with Steph, you might win a Finals MVP. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how unselfish he is.
He's been good at getting other guys. He keeps doing it. I mean, he almost got Draymond one too in 2016.
It's hilarious. I love how you put that. Yeah, that's what his Finals MVP was for. Steph getting Andre a Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Just kind of joking. I mean, Andre earned it.
Oh, Andre absolutely earned it, especially with that defense on LeBron and coming in and getting the 3 straight Finals wins.
You could even say it was basketball gods. Blocked by James happened after he got the Finals MVP. That could go down as a basketball gods balancing everything.
Or missed goaltend, but whatever. We won't get into that.
Oh, I thought it was a block. But you know what's funny? A side note. So, okay. This is real insidery for you guys, but you deserve it because you sat through this 21 plus 21 is 42. 39 point. Oh, you got to beat him by more than 39, guys. For no other reason than having fun with it. Marquise Chris. No, I missed the 3. Well, I was going to say the block by James thing. So couple years later or a year later, so Chris DeMarco's girlfriend I'm not. I know Chris pretty well. I I'm not going to reveal who she is, but she's actually very well known in NBA circles, and she tweeted back to a tweet that was, "What's your favorite finals announcing memory?" And she goes, "Blocked by James." This is the Warriors assistant coach's girlfriend saying blocked by James is her favorite finals announcer. I sat there with my mouth dropped to the floor. So I had to contact her and go made fun of it a little bit. So
Yeah.
I just
Was
anytime
she a
someone
fifth
brings that
columnist
up,
or something?
anytime someone brings that up, I just remember how. But no, she's not necessarily a Warriors fan. She's also very her job is the NBA as a whole. So that kind of saying that kind of goes towards, that helps her job. Okay. She's not employed by the Warriors. She's employed by a media company that needs all of the NBA's media to work. So she gets off scot-free on that one. But still, I don't know. I'd rather see more loyalty to the boyfriend.
Oh,
Here we go.
oh,
Buzzer's gonna
you know,
sound,
getting a little chippy.
and they get it to within 33. Made it respectable, I guess. Okay, so what happened chippy wise? Oh, Boban's in it. Boban and
Yeah.
Alfred Payton. Wow.
Boban
Shake their
versus
hands,
Alfred, huh?
sons. Shake their hand. Steph Curry would. Steph Curry would. It's all good, Boban. It's all good. Got
It's
disrespected.
not normally like that. I wonder if somebody said something to him that
Yeah,
he really
for
didn't
sure.
like. I mean, just one too. So
For sure.
I can't believe the Mavs just won this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Suns are gone, man. All the talk, all the all the greatness that they showed in the regular season, all the all their juggernaut and everything. I mean,
Yep.
this is crazy. None
This
of
is
us
crazy.
got any of this right.
This is
No
crazy.
one thought the Celtics, Warriors, Heat, and Mavericks were going to be in the conference finals. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we thought
Oh,
that
it's
about the Warriors,
CP3.
but
Yeah.
to predict that at the beginning of the season was awesome. But that was, it was like, well, if someone had come up here and said, Warriors making the Western Conference Finals in January or something, we would have been like, oh well, we got a lot of work to do. And it would have been hard to believe.
In morning, Wednesday at Chase Center. What time?
I will be available Wednesday
7. Oh,
if
cool.
you want me on. Yeah.
The Warriors. I have my Google Calendar linked into the Warriors calendar. They haven't even updated it yet. I'm going to assume it's at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Haven't caught up to the comments in a while. How did we get the likes? We get the likes up. Oh man, stuck at 67 likes. 67 likes, 80
Come on,
concurrents.
we got to get as many likes as the Suns got points at least.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Do you guys believe in gematria? What the hell is that?
It's adding together numbers as if they're adding together letters as if they're numbers, basically.
Oh,
I don't know. I've never seen anyone actually predict it. That's really comes from
what about
Hebrew and Greek
Shauna's question?
scriptures. You know,
What about Shauna's question? What was Shauna's question?
Shauna's question.
I don't even know what it is. I thought it was the LeBron question.
Shauna, where is?
Well, I thought I answered it. LeBron said he wanted to play with Steph. And I thought it was just, something to talk about on his barber show. So Gray is going to be back to play the GP2.
Oh, Gary.
Oh, Gary, yeah. Gary is today in the interview, he said that he doesn't want to put a date on it. But Steve Kerr said there's a chance Gary could play in the Western Conference Finals, and that's pretty vague. But I
Yeah,
think we have to assume that he's out until further notice. Really, is what
there's a
that's
lot of playoffs misinformation flying around about everything too. However, if there, it did say 3 to 5 weeks, right? The press release when he got injured.
Yeah,
That was the time frame, right? That's shorter than most breaks of bones, as far as I can remember. If he's coming out here and saying what did he say? It's possible. That's not
hopeful, possible.
hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me think that um, if that elbow's got enough, because it's his shooting elbow, right? So there's a lot more strain than if it was on an off elbow, weak hand elbow. But thankfully, a break is not a soft tissue thing. It's not going to get once it's healed, it's healed. It's not like weak ankles from getting your ankle rolled over, and it's not a leg injury. So he should be in shape. And the dude's just all hustle. So I would imagine it'd be pretty easy to integrate a guy like him back in the lineup.
Oh yeah.
If we get Porter, Iguodala, and Peyton back, and that man, we won Game 6 without Otto Porter or Gary Payton.
Yeah.
I know they didn't have Ja, but that was one of the best.
Well, yeah, but again, it comes down to the big three Hall of Famers. It really does come down to them.
Yeah, absolutely. But having a guy like Porter out there is he's integral to the game plan. He's part of this line that goes with this,
as Looney said, that's why we go with strength in numbers.
Yeah. Yep. The depth that the Warriors have right now is it's like we've lost a bunch of different guys throughout the year, and there's always at least someone who can come in and help us out a little. Someone who's ready to do it too, and confident to do it. So it just
I loved Wiggins, man. He made some shots and rebounds and taps and blocks in a critical moment. Before Looney racked up all the rebounds, I felt Wiggins was.
Yeah.
It's almost like Wiggins made up for Otto, which is crazy. Like one guy, it wasn't another guy that stepped up. It was Wiggins, racked up all these other stats that would have been Otto's.
Wiggins is a guy who seems to be willing to try and play whatever role is necessary. Like he doesn't really force much, but hey, we don't have Porter, which means that's not just 3-pointers and stuff like that. Otto Porter's been a huge rebounder for us. So Wiggins said, okay. And if you watch this team, when Andrew Wiggins is ready to go, when he's feeling it, the rest of the Warriors are always there. They're like he really lifts their collective spirit, their collective energy, things like that, So when he was going off, the Warriors kind of, I'm not saying he's leading it, obviously that's Draymond and Steph and Clay, Coach Kerr, but he's a little bit of a catalyst, I think, for the team.
So yeah,
Porter has an injury to his right foot, which is not the foot that has given him a lot of problems in the past. So that's a good sign.
Okay. Yeah. What is non-small ball anyway? That's the thing. As I type that, Bruce, is like I mean, Bam Adebayo plays pretty damn big the way he posts up. I feel like he's like Aiton out there. So then is Phoenix small ball, so, but yeah, he's shorter and yeah, smaller than traditional. Yeah. Which is, I think that's good for us, knock on wood.
I'm sorry, for who?
Well, Heat being small ball, quote unquote. Everyone's
Oh,
small ball now. I think
it's more
that's
like huge
good for
numbers
us.
of 6'8" wings everywhere.
We have problems with the, Steven Adams and Jokic, and what's another big we had problems with this year?
Embiid,
Well,
maybe.
Embiid, of course. Mainly Jokic. So there's no more Jokic size guys left. So that's good.
No, all these teams in the conference finals are sort of small ball type teams.
Yeah, that's what
Right?
Bruce was saying. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Bruce is coming.
They got Boban, but Boban barely plays. And that might mean Looney plays less, really, because he's called upon more against the Steven Adams types, I think. I don't
Sure.
know. Just throwing it out there.
Although
Now
the
that
great thing about Looney is his
now,
ability to switch on the
now that
perimeter.
Looney's the love for Looney is at an all-time high. That's
Finally, man.
yeah. How many complaints by Warriors Twitter have been obliterated in the last week?
They keep getting it wrong, strangely enough. And you think all those geniuses combined with their collective intelligence wouldn't be wrong this much. But oh well.
Well, that's the thing is
You win some, you lose some.
the collective intelligence of Twitter is not very high, and it will always be there. It will always be low, unfortunately, because you're always going to have, honestly, some anonymous kid tweeting anything. You're going to have tons of those, what I call zombies. That's why it's a zombie apocalypse on Twitter, and you can't really learn anything, especially if you read the replies on anything. Anytime Shams makes a tweet, you look under it, and the replies are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's really low IQ. So I've given up on that app. Yeah, so no memory and no anger. Yeah, it's gonna be good to see.
Well, it's an outrage.
Guys. What's that?
I was just saying it's kind of oriented towards outrage mostly.
Oh yeah, it's an outrage app. Yeah, you go there to complain. Actually, I only use Twitter to complain now. Like when Starbucks gives me these challenges for points on their app. Like 2 weeks ago, they gave me a challenge where I had to order this, that, and then another thing. I ordered this and that, and then I ordered the other thing, but I went to a Target to order that, still use my app, and they didn't count it because when you order from Starbucks at a Target, it doesn't register what you ordered, interestingly enough. So I learned that the hard way. So I went to Twitter, told them what happened, i.e., I complained. They fixed it and they gave me the points. But you only go to Twitter now to complain or get information from blue checkmark journalists, which I have. You can actually go to my Twitter and subscribe to my GSW list, and that is you'll get a feed of all the NBA writers, so that you don't have to go looking for them.
No, in terms of breaking news and things like that, it can be useful.
If anybody needs that information,
not opinion.
You can always email me. Email me anytime. I'm giving you my email, but I'm not guaranteeing I'll get back to you in a timely manner. But it is there if you do want to reach me. I'll get back to you during the off season when I catch up on all that stuff. And there's not, today, believe it or not, everybody today was taking the day off, watching Game 7. I was following the Steve Kerr interview and the Gary Payton interview. So I'm just saying that it's hard for me to find time even on an off day to do to catch up on a lot of things like your emails and stuff. But I'll catch up eventually, I guarantee you. Let's see. Any other? Did Shauna ever get her question out? Where are you, Shauna?
I don't know. I didn't
Anyway,
see it.
it's hard to keep track in the comments. Let's see.
I don't see another one from her.
Oh, that was, when Dylan Brooks said we're getting old, it was funny because I automatically think of Jordan Poole, Moody, Kuminga, and Wiseman, and I'm like, it's not too bad. And the other great thing was I'm glad he said it, because then a lot of people clicked on our video of Dylan Brooks saying that, because it wasn't a thing that a lot of people knew that he said after the game. So the fact that he said it and I was able to get the video for that, hey, thank you, Dylan Brooks. I appreciate that. Keep calling yourselves a dynasty. Keep calling us old. It helps generate views for me. I love that.
Yeah. Yep. Dynasty of 22-year-olds.
The Black Joker. Again, as a fan of going to opposing arenas, Dallas is great. Again, the Warriors team hotel in Dallas is A, within walking distance to the arena. B, it might change now that it's the Western Conference Finals, but normally during the regular season, you can just walk into the hotel. I ran into Marquise Chris one time. He was driving a rental car before he signed the regular contract. So he was living in the hotel in Dallas during the time that he was non-guaranteed. He was a 10-day, 10 days in a row, I believe. And then boom, sign him. So that hotel is very accessible. And the last point about that hotel is that there's a park nearby. And now that I'm saying this, I doubt that Clay will utilize the park, but Clay in the regular season likes to take a walk to the park and just walk around. What other city can you do that by the team hotel? So Dallas is special. I like Dallas, and I think it's a good matchup for the average fan to just who likes to go to visiting games. I mean, if I still had the energy to do this kind of stuff and I wasn't as concerned about catching COVID out there, because I think the situation now is that so many people are vaccinated and boosted, which is a great thing. But then they said no more masks, so then more people are unmasked. But then COVID is starting to be spread around some more, although it's not causing as many hospitalizations, although that's going up as well. I just don't want to catch COVID, because I'm worried about the long-term effects of catching COVID as well. So I don't want to get on a plane right now. And but if you do, if I had more energy about this, I might even go to Dallas to just soak up the atmosphere around American Airlines Center. It's pretty cool. Like, a lot of fans go there. There's a plaza. That's, the architecture is nice. It's happening, and it's all sort of organic. There's no like Thrive City, thing that was built to have outdoor, viewing parties. They didn't build American Airlines Center with that in mind. There's just people mingling around, and it's nice weather, and so you walk outside, and the team hotel is accessible. As I said, I would think about going there just to go there and then do these live streams in the hotel or my Airbnb or something like that. That's how awesome Dallas is for a road game. So I love the matchup in terms of that.
Mm-hmm. The Anaki Johnny. You talking about trading Jordan Poole right now?
Gosh. Wait, I shut that down. We're not talking about that crap.
Yeah. No, we're not. A, no, and B, we're not talking about that right now.
Oh gosh.
He's 22 years old, man.
Uh-oh, what happened? He said somebody came onto the stream to talk smack. What the heck? I don't mind
The Warriors will
what
play the
I don't
Mavs
mind
on
what
Wednesday.
Johnny Anokni has been saying. I do mind the you don't know basketball. You don't come onto this channel and talk smack like that, like talk
Rich
stuff to
Rich is
people.
paid to cover the Warriors. You
The
know
hell
that,
is
right?
that?
Like they know him. The Warriors players know him.
I I don't
What
I
are you
don't even
talking about?
care if you're a Warriors fan. Like you don't come onto the channel and talk that way to people. And I know you weren't directing that at me. You were directing that at the people hitting you back. Just oh man. You got I
No,
don't
okay.
think anybody was disrespectful to you in their answers because I know Trey Dunn, he's been on here a million times, so he's respectful. Roland is uh, you know, so I just had to time you out for that reaction. That's all. Um, don't take it too personal. Oh, Tim Hardaway Jr. might be back. Ooh, Bruce is saying. Is that right? Let's talk about that. Don't worry about the pool stuff. We'll talk about that in the off season. How's that? Promise you. We'll talk about that in the off season. Where's Bruce's thing? Tim Hardaway Jr. might be. So let's honestly take a look at that, right? What I like to do is I like to go hoop type and then type in the name of the player, Tim Hardaway. Because then they have all these rumors, all the tweets about Tim Hardaway are in one place. Left foot surgery will miss game 7. Okay. Still 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so that was May 1st. He was 3 to 4 weeks away from jumping. Interesting. 2 weeks ago, he was 3 to 4 weeks away from jumping. Huh.
He's not coming back in the playoffs. I'd say if he can't jump,
You're right.
you know.
Right. Yeah. I would guess no as well, but I don't really know.
I guess if they make the finals, maybe. But if they make the finals, they probably just roll with it, keep him healthy, huh? Oh, Ryan Blaschke brought up a point which I had forgot, but I think the Warriors have the tiebreaker with the Heat, so it's home court
Yeah.
the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. Oh, you know what happened? We're now down to 70 concurrents. So actually likes beat out concurrents. So giveaway
How many likes
demarcation
do you
point. I'll go ahead and do a giveaway. Why don't we do that right now? I'm interested in hearing what Dallas has to say about the Warriors. So when we get the opportunity, which I don't know when that will be, hopefully my source for some interviews will have that up before the actual Mavericks have that up on the NBA content site. But we're going to do a giveaway. Where did I last? What was the last comment? Let's see. So how we do this is I have all these comments right here that you guys put in the comments, and I'm going to pick a positive comment out of those. I would love to see the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, Mateen. Yeah, good point on that. I would love to see Miami Warriors. I might actually go to Miami. That's the number one destination of the NBA. Just to go to Miami, just as an
They
excuse.
called the Celtics win the Boston 3 party.
What's that?
They called inside the NBA called the Celtics win today the Boston 3 party.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the giveaway. So what I do is
Boston
first
3
off,
party.
I do this dice just for the hell of it. Okay, we rolled in. I'm not going to do it 9 times. I'll just do it right away. List randomizer. Paste all your comments, which isn't all of them actually. I didn't get all of them. My bad. I got probably 67% of them because the first hour and a half, probably till halftime, I didn't have all the comments at that moment in time. So I apologize. So I'm just going to pick a positive comment from this. What do we got in the regular comments? Oh, okay. Warriors really need a big man. Yeah, here's the thing. What do you think about that, Dean? Because also, I think we should do must be present to win. We got 66. It just went down. So if you log off right now, you don't get to win the giveaway. What do you think about needing a big man? Yeah, theoretically, in the grand scheme of things, next year, Wiseman, but to say that we need a big man right now and to really wish we had a big man type thing, I don't think we should do that anymore after Looney got 22 rebounds. What do you think?
Well, I don't really see what big man, we're talking about here. Because if you're saying we could really use Nikola Jokic to three-peat, yeah, absolutely. But do we really need someone like? I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, so I'll use Domantas Sabonis, right? Really good player, but how much is the actual impact compared to what we've already seen during these playoffs, where it really matters? It really matters the most. And again, the Heat, Celtics, Mavs, and us, all four teams that are one of those four are going to win the championship. They're all perimeter-oriented kind of teams with just good size. Not a huge player, but a lot of large wings. And we have that too, honestly. You'd see it more and more if we had Iguodala and Peyton, if we had James Wiseman next year, let's say, and he's just at least as confident out there as Kuminga or Moody or Poole or anybody. I don't. Well, I wanted Marquise Chris at the beginning of the year. I wanted to bring him back because I believe he was a free agent at the beginning of this year. And I think it might have helped a little bit.
We could talk about Marquise Chris real quick. That one, I feel like when you have a major injury like that, like you don't want to be the GM that takes that risk. And
it's just a broken leg, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you don't want to be the GM that takes that risk, and then the broken leg actually is a problem. Now you have signed a guy that got a broken leg twice. I mean, if it was, he couldn't come back and play the way he was, you have to let another team take the risk on a guy that's a minimum.
I don't know. I think for like, if you're talking about like a soft tissue injury for a more unproven guy, that makes sense. But a broken leg, as painful as it must be, and I've never broken my leg like that, but breaking any bone must be extremely painful. But I don't think it's quite the same in terms of like potentially hurting your athletic ability or causing a lot of slowness of movement or less explosiveness. I think they tend to heal pretty well. So I don't know. I mean, Marquise was also just an enforcer type personality. I really loved the way he could run and be kind of a faster paced center, while also having the vertical ability to block shots and catch alley-oops and things like that. And I thought he was a pretty good passer. I thought he fit very well with the Warriors system, and all the guys liked him. But do we get Otto Porter? I don't know. And right now, Otto Porter is looking really, really good for this team. Does the team decide to keep Gary Payton? You don't actually have to have a 15th man on your roster. A lot of teams don't do that to save money. They only have 14 guys and two-way. They don't even pay anybody the 15th roster spot. So it all works out. This team is nowhere near fully healthy either. The type of team we might be able to put out there, you're talking about the the big three, the trio, Steph, Clay, and Draymond getting older. But man, you can imagine when they're 25, 27 years old, 30. I mean, really, we can play Poole, Moody, Wiggins, Kuminga, Wiseman, Looney. They're all under 27 years old right now. Having those guys be able to develop along with the other guys, it's all about having talent and buy-in, and I don't know, just I guess just a roster that works well together, that has a bunch of parts that can kind of shapeshift almost to whatever the game is calling for. And I think we've done a pretty good job at that so far, even with all the injuries.
One other thing I just typed is that, well, you have the human factor on those. I get that Otto could be a rental per Opie saying in the comments, things like that, Gary. But they actually might want to stay one more year, the 1-year contract, just to get to the finals one more time, because it's such a rare feat to do, and they just went through it and they know how hard it is. A la David West. Who else? JaVale. I think that might be an argument if you're predicting whether or not Otto or GP2 would come back. That would be one quiver in your arrow to make that argument that they'll come back.
Well, GP2 can sign the early bird, and I would love Otto being like, you know what, this is the best fit that I've ever played on as a team, and let's say he gets the mid-level, which we didn't spend last year. That's a 2-year contract, and then then he can negotiate whatever he wants for us, or if he does that for us, I'm sure there'll be some sort of understanding, that we'll help him get to whatever destination he wants to go to as well.
There's also little things you can throw in there, like team option, player option. So you can do it like player option of some sort. Anyway, yeah. Let's do the giveaway real quick.
I really hope we don't lose Otto Porter. I really want to keep him and GP2.
Oh, yeah. Run it back. Same team. I know it's tougher to do that. But you know what's great? We run it back, but you're playing Moody and Kuminga more.
And Wiseman, hopefully.
And Wiseman, right. So it's like you're running it back, but then you get the bonus of actually kind of having a new team. I mean, new elements, new pillars. And not a lot of teams can say that. It's like, yo, can we tap Dylan Brooks' shoulder on that? By the way, next year, it's not so much we're going to run it back, but we're going to have Moody, Kuminga, and Wiseman probably having, knock on wood, barring injury, having more of an impact and having a role in the playoffs against you guys. So you can say everything you want about our old guys getting older, but we got some guys ready to go.
Yeah, it's a great mix of veteran know-how and youthful energy that hopefully at some point the goal is where the young guys will be experienced enough where they'll start to become kind of veterans, and the veterans will be young enough where they'll still be able to be at that potential. You never know what can happen. You never know what can happen, or whether it be good or bad, right? Somebody could get hurt, or we could sign a superstar who just wants to come here and we don't have to give up hardly anything. You never know what could happen. But if you can hit that sweet spot, this might not be, even this Warriors team that we saw this year might not be, even the peak of what this group of guys can get to. And they seem to love playing with one another. And I from a distance, I love their personalities. I can't think of it. I mean, really, the worst thing that's happened all year is Draymond saying that he'd miss a Warriors game to go watch LeBron get 40,000 points or whatever it is that he said. That's if that's your level of like controversy or whatever. And you see the team fight together the way they have and have fun together the way they have. I mean, this is just how could you not want to be part of that? I don't know.
Yeah, another tangent we can go on is Iguodala coming back, and I would have to say a guy that goes through all these injuries that he went through. It's not just one thing; it's like 3 or 4
Yeah.
things. Especially the latest one being the neck. I think I would want him to retire. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what he'll decide, but it's like I would advise him to retire.
Well, I think he probably understands it, or I think he was probably guessing that this would be one last run for Iguodala. But if he wants to come back, we'll have him. It's up to him, man.
Here we go with the I didn't see really anything that jumped out on me in the top 5 comments there. So I'm gonna run it again. Nothing there that was super duper positive. That's good enough for me. I like that. 47 points. We're forgetting that we lost by 47. Marcus Brown, congratulations. You are the winner for today. You're going to have to email me and email me your just make contact with me by email, and I will follow up after I follow up with the other winners as to what prizes they want per Elijah, and put the word giveaway somewhere in your email.
Yeah, congratulations.
There anyways. Are you still here? Winner must be present for tonight. Marcus Brown. What the heck? Huh. In there. Way to go. People just ignoring spam bots.
Don't click their links, by the way, too. I'll mess you up.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I'm surprised YouTube hasn't figured that one out. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Easy answer to Quack Grant would be strength in numbers, baby.
Of course we do. This Mavericks team isn't well, they're not the juggernaut that the Suns were during the regular season, but they can beat us. They can really be a threat. But the Warriors should feel confident that they have a legitimate opportunity to at least make the finals. Again, I can't believe it, but now we have home court the rest of the way. We have home court the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's great.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. This playoffs has been a bloodbath, but it's also been really really kind of, I don't know, measured, I guess. Do you get what I mean?
Say that one more time.
It's been sort of measured almost.
What?
The playoffs. It's been a bloodbath, but it's also been.
Oh, Jason Kidd's talking. Hold on. I love to hear.
Right.
Okay. This playoffs has been measured. What do you mean by that?
There's a calmness that I wasn't expecting in some of these teams.
I don't think anybody expected Jason Kidd to be this good of a coach.
I
Just
definitely did not myself, but he's
locker
proven me
room
wrong.
wise and X's and O's. And I mean, you think it's simple. It's sure, pick and roll Luca, get him the matchup that he wants, but it's also removing KP from the. I don't know if you know. I'm sure Mark Cuban was like, I'm thinking about trading KP. What do you think, Jason? It's like, yeah, that would clear up the floor for me a little bit. So, yeah, Jason Kidd. It's not only just the X's and O's of Luca, but also the other guys. So whatever he's doing,
He got
whispering,
them to be,
yeah,
yeah, he got
say
them
it.
to be one of the top defensive teams
Oh, there you go.
after not being very good at defense for quite some time, which is that's extremely difficult to do for any coach.
Uh, Charles Barkley picked the Mavs. Is anybody surprised? That's why I don't even pay attention to this guy. This guy's
I haven't heard hardly any of the national people say something really like, "Oh, I love the way the Warriors do." They're like, "Yeah, they won," or "Oh, they lost by 55." Nothing like, "Wow, they're incredible. Look at this team play together." I don't know
uh-oh.
what it is. Maybe people are just tired. I mean, six conference finals in 8 years is kind of a lot, you know. It's a lot. It's a lot of Warriors. But it's good.
Roland. I had to unjinx the jinx that Roland just gave us.
Oh
That's what we
no.
do here. I have a direct connection with basketball gods. I've paid I've paid tolls to the basketball gods. Yeah, going down to LA with an all-star squad from my league up here in the Bay Area, you know, got to a point where I was this close to like um warming up with my own squad, right? I'm not as good as my guys. I almost got into the pregame layups, but I didn't. But I was still out there dribbling the ball behind my back, all arrogant. We got smacked in that tournament, man. I shouldn't have done that. I know basketball gods. I know basketball gods, man. I should not have gone into that tournament so arrogant. Where's Marcus Brown? Got to be present to win. Did he answer?
It hasn't
I,
been back yet.
I don't think he answered.
I wonder why Chuck hates the Warriors so much. I really
Yeah,
do.
what is it with that? Maybe it's Draymond related. I'll bet you it is.
But he does. I mean, when Draymond's been on there, they get on fine. I think wasn't he on Draymond's podcast too?
Yeah,
So
deep seated.
yeah.
That's
But
why. That's
I
why I
mean,
don't.
why is it that
I don't
Draymond won
even.
championships?
That's why I
What?
don't listen to. I don't listen really. I mean, I'm forced to listen to here. I just so happen. I'm actually going to tune away because I
Yeah.
don't want to hear. I don't want to hear what Stephen A. has to say. Nick Wright, Skip Bayless, all those guys. Who I didn't even know. I never heard of Chris Russo before the day he said whatever he said. And it's like, why do people amplify what these guys have to say? Because what they're saying is all for entertainment. That's entertainment. That's the dirty little secret at ESPN and TNT is that they're like, like we got him talking about Chuck. He's causing controversy. Fox Sports CEO is like, yeah, Chris Russo, way to go, man. I needed those clicks. Don't fall into that trap. Or if you want to be outraged by that, just know that you're participating in that entertainment. Just know that that's not actually information. That's pure entertainment. Like anything that they say basketball wise coming out of their mouths is actually more likely to be a false basketball statement than true because it's entertainment. It's not information. So just
Or
remember
a
that.
joke? Yeah.
All right. Well, no word from Marcus Brown. So let's move on. Let's move on to the next winner. And I'm going to pick another comment here.
AW thinks we're the chosen people, I guess. Uh,
I don't.
said
Don't mess
God
with
has
the
chosen
basketball
us.
gods. We'll be,
Let's relax. We've won a lot, but
oh gosh.
we're not chosen for anything. You got to earn it.
Oh boy. Can I even app that guy? Well, I'm just gonna say jinx. Okay. Pull this again. Bruce has won already, but I bet you pull
You know,
being the steal of the
Bruce,
oh
it's
Ryan,
not so much
Ryan's
that I care about what their opinions are. It's that I care about what they're teaching other people about certain teams or about the sport. You know, I don't care if Charles Barkley thinks that jump shooting teams can't win championships. You know, Michael Jordan jump shot him right out of the finals, though. But when you're spreading things that aren't the best understanding of basketball, as if, and you're doing it very loudly, you know, I kind of feel like people who really study the game sometimes should address it, even if they don't care about you know what it is on their own. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm still trying to choose a winner, but we've had so many repeat winners. I want to get a new person to win. Unless Marcus Brown is out there right now. One last try. You still here? Running out of comments here. Go subscribe and slap that like button. That's a good one. Shanwa. She's still on here. All right. Anything else in the comments? Bruce hasn't won? Oh, shoot. I thought he won. My fault. Wait. I picked, who did I pick? Oh, I picked Ryan, yeah. I mean, I picked his comment. Oh, Bruce will win next time. Watch.
Right, but when they're saying things that are opinion that are being taken like fact, and a lot of people don't
Yeah, that's the problem.
study the game enough to know the difference. That's where you have to kind of talk about it a little bit and speak up a little bit. And Steve, that's cool, but if you want to be on here, let's talk a little basketball.
Yeah, that's phase out. That's what Draymond's trying to do.
Yeah, I think Kuminga ought to play some minutes against the Mavericks. Absolutely. I'm kind of getting lucky with the young guys being able to face some other young teams as well.
Okay. Okay. You know what's cool about this comment is that you guys know each other now, which is kind of neat. Like you're regulars. Good to have you on, Abby. Okay. Yeah, let's look at this. Did he have 25 or something? We can go
Yeah, I
here.
remember he went off against the Mavs. I think, yeah.
That's good. That's good case.
Wow.
Playing him more.
Chris Paul is signed through 2025.
Yeah. Good job, Chris, signing that.
Yeah, but
Who
it's
he
just
signed
he's
that with?
37 already, man.
He signed that with when he was a member of what team?
I know. I think he just signed a contract extension or something with them.
Ah,
This is a new one.
Here it is, 22 points. Here's the box score of the Kuminga bust out game. And he scores in bunches. There it is. 8 for 9, 4 for 4 on threes. Ooh. 5 rebounds in 18 minutes. 22 points in 18 minutes. Here's let me put the box score. Oops. Yeah.
Start Steph from the bench against the Mavs. You know what, man? I bet they would have no ability to see that one coming. For sure. I do like six man a lot, by the way, Rich. I think it's one of the talking about economic language, but I think it's one of the great market inefficiency of the game that's not being utilized yet.
Ooh, I like it. Keep talking. What? Keep going.
Yeah, just having great six man, not Jamal Crawford and Lou Williams. Those guys are really good, but I'm talking about like Ginobili or Havlicek or man. I think even Kevin McHale came off the bench. He was a six man for quite some time.
Ooh,
and
nice.
I think it's something that could really be very difficult. Like imagine it's like Curry. This isn't starting the game, whatever. But imagine just like you have a main unit of like Curry, Peyton, Wiggins, Porter, and Green, right? And then you have to guard Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson or something like that. Like, you know how demoralizing that would be? Like, oh, finally, this guy finally steps out of the. Hey, wait a minute, is that Klay? We have to guard Klay now? Oh man, we're gonna lose.
Remember when we had KD? Remember the first time we played with KD in the lineup early in the season, played some team. It might have even been Phoenix, actually. Well, this was before Phoenix, really took off, before CP, obviously. And
yeah,
the guys, they interviewed one guy on the bench and he was like, who you got? No, I have Klay. No, you have KD, at that moment they kind of chuckled because no, you have KD. No, you have Klay. Like it's like, oh my goodness, that was just crazy.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Steph? Uh-oh. Cool.
Okay.
R. Kelly prodigy. Man, what?
I'll give him a couple chances. Okay, let's see. Death lineup. Sure, why not? We got Wiggs against Luka and Draymond against Dwight Powell. By the way, Dwight Powell has been playing great.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a look at Dwight Powell. Like,
yes, yeah.
Is that normal?
He
always plays us well. Yeah, go up. There we go. 35 for threes, 35%. That's not bad. 67 field goal percentage.
I think Finney Smith has been just really shooting the ball well, too. Is that the right guy?
Smith? They all have. Even Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, Bullock, 40%,
too. 40% this year.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I meant to bring that up, but Steph did graduate from Davidson University with a degree in sociology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even said his name at the commencement. He obviously couldn't be there. But so what happened was Sonia, now we know Sonia's maiden name, actually. She gave it away on Instagram. So her sister went to the commencement and took a couple videos. And she said, it's always good to have someone from the Adams family oddly enough. I'm going to joke with Steph one of these days. So you're a member of the Adams family, are you? But it's not with two D's. It's with one D. So we found out Sonya's what other live stream you're going to find out Sonya's maiden name. Anyways, you found out Sonya's maiden name, Adams. So her sister went to the Davidson commencement first row. She said first row. It's on the Instagram. You can see for yourself. And congratulations, Steph, member of the Adams family.
Yep. And, maybe he was worrying about his midterms and finals when he was having that shooting slump. That could have been it,
Yeah, the joke. That's the joke.
He's like, man, I got to get back home and study. It's a lot of pressure, dude. If he doesn't get a college degree, I don't know how he would have been able to, be able to afford a house or anything like that.
Yeah, but I thought about that.
I do love it, though. I really do.
He is never, ever going to admit that, even if that were true. So we'll never really know. So he would never admit that, as competitive as he is. But yeah, they can retire Steph's number over at Davidson now. The requirement used to be, or it still is, that you had to be a graduate of Davidson to get the jersey retired.
Cool.
Nervousness. Oh, cool. We can discuss therapy for sure. That's what I'm here for. Honestly, my biggest challenge is when we lose. When we lose, to just calm people down and take it up to 64,000 feet and remember why you love the team in the first place. But really, the answer to your question, Elijah, is that it just takes experience. It just takes years and years, possibly decades of watching games and being humbled. So I used to, I got to my, we'll call it the magic number, 10,000 hours. Credit Malcolm Gladwell for coming up with that. No, it was not Dev in the lab that came up with that. He got that from Malcolm Gladwell. Go look that up. Great, great book called Outliers. Really awesome book. Everybody should read that. It'll really give you a new perspective on life. And he's a great writer. So anyways, the theory that he had was that if you spend 10,000 hours doing something, you are likely to become an expert at that really niche thing. You could say that my 10,000 hours was how to lose in basketball. All the things that go into losing. I did a lot of that. It's not like I notched an L 10,000 times. No, it's that I had to run my basketball league, not just watching NBA, watching NCAA, whatever it was, but also watching regular sized human beings in my rec league that I ran. That's why my Twitter handle is the poor man's commish, because I'm like the commish, but I'm the poor man's commish because I'm the commish to regular human beings here in the Bay Area. So we, at our peak, we had like 125 teams. Every Sunday I would drive, I would play a game in San Francisco. I had my own team too. So I even play and then also score keep and then drive to San Mateo, maybe playing a game there and score keep, and then drive to Oakland and finish out my night in Oakland in the same gym that Damian Lillard used to play in. And in fact, Damian Lillard as a kid used to come and watch my league because we had rented the gym, so he couldn't play basketball. He's like a teenager at the time, right? Who knew that Damian Lillard would become that? So
you should have let him play, man.
Yeah, had I known, but it was during a time where you need to be an adult to play in our league just in case of some legal issue, right? So anyway, I used to spend a lot of time every Sunday. Sometimes I would stay in San Francisco, score keep the whole day, except for that lunch break. So I would score keep 6 games starting at 9 a.m. Also open up the gym too, then take a break. It would just be an adrenaline rush 13 straight hours, take a 1 hour break to have like pizza over at Goat Hill Pizza over here, and then go back to the gym, do 6 more games. So I saw losing. Like I would sit there scorekeep. I wouldn't care who won or lost. I would actually want the game, as a commissioner should. So I know all about these awards and why the MVP is all, sometimes not the MVP. I mean, you're running a league, you're trying to make everybody happy. You're trying to market the league to as many people as possible. So that's why I don't get outraged about the MVP not being the actual MVP any given year. So, because I had to do the same thing in my league. When I gave an MVP, after a while, it became too much work to select an MVP. Plus, we had different divisions. But in the beginning of my league, where we only had like 8 teams, so I had the time to pick an MVP. I try to pick somebody that wasn't on the championship team, quite honestly, to make everybody happy, because the championship team is already happy. They're not going to care if you snub them, an MVP player. So those are things I learned along the way, and I also learned along the way, trying to hoping that just sitting there observing and then keeping track of the game, keeping stats, hoping that the losing team would catch up and make it a good game, and seeing why is it that they're losing, or seeing that they came back. Why is it that the winning team lost? So just to see so many losses accumulate over time, that is the best way to deal with the stress of a game. So I've seen teams like the Warriors, third quarter, I call them AAU turnovers on these live streams. Like Draymond lead pass goes into the baseline seats. I've actually seen that at other levels. I never thought I would see it at the NBA level, but now I have, because it's a faster paced game, pace and space. So that's my little diatribe on how to deal with it. Maybe, Elijah, you can't suddenly accrue 9 more thousand hours or 5 more thousand hours of seeing teams lose, but you can pretend that you have, and then you won't feel as bad about it or as nervous. And that's my only advice. But I do feel frustration. You saw it when it was happening. It's like, why are we doing this? Like, I've never seen this at the NBA level. We're supposed to have this championship DNA, and we're throwing the ball as if it's a hot cake, and here, guy in the first row, have a hot cake, turnover. Well, the other lesson from that is that it's so hard to try and hit singles before you hit a home run in the NBA. And we saw it in real time. So that's sort of my sermon for the day. I'm done.
Sure,
Thank
I think you'll get kicked out of the game if you try and take a baseball bat out there as well. I'm not sure that's allowed, Rich.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. So forget what I said there.
No, I'm just kidding. But in terms of losing or being nervous or all those kind of things, try and watch a game. I'm sure you watched basketball games where you didn't care who won. You just wanted to enjoy it. Maybe like this game,
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you were riding with one team or the other. But if you can apply that same mentality to the Warriors, not caring, just keep caring, but don't look, the reputation of the team, their legacy, it's already good. It's already good. It's not going to just go away based on one loss here or there, or one win here or there. So try to get in the mindset of just approach the game. If you've ever played basketball, you understand that you have to go out there and lose or win. You have to remain confident and calm, cool, and collected throughout the throughout the time that you're playing. Otherwise people know that they're in your head. I think a lot of people let let the noise get in their head way too much. Just relax and don't worry about losing. You start fearing losing, it's going to happen. You don't fear losing, you're a lot harder to beat. You know, and I think that's true with anything in life, really. Honestly,
Ayton not start the second half?
Aiden only played 17 minutes, is what Niners Warriors
Yeah.
is saying.
I'm typing the comment right now, but well, you're down so big. I mean, you kind of need threes to come back. So I'm not surprised by that. That would be my theory, just not really knowing anything off the cuff. Okay. Here, but the problem is today's NBA is so crazy. You can't predict anything. And this. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Be careful. Be careful. Basketball gods are looking for Siths. They're looking for Siths.
Although you say only ever a Sith deals in absolutes. Are you completely sure of that?
Oh wow. Look at that. Wow. I'm assuming Niners Warriors would come on here and not just lie blatantly to us, but wow. Wow. That's
How many minutes is it?
some more drama out there for the Phoenix fans to have angst over. Yeah, I think about it. You're a young DeAndre Ayton. I'm totally speculating here. Totally, I don't even know if what Niners Warriors said is true yet. I haven't double checked it, but assuming this is happening right now and it's true that DeAndre told Monty that he didn't want to play. I guess my reasoning for that would be, and me giving Ayton a lot of rope here, is that okay, you didn't want to sign me to an extension. We're losing by 40 plus. He's a young guy. Okay, fine. I don't want to play right now. I don't know. Total speculation on my part, though. Yeah, Elijah. Malcolm Gladwell. Give credit where credit's due. There's no way Devin the Lab made that up by himself. I'll give Devin the Lab this much chance that it was coincidence with Gladwell, but no way. No way.
About what?
Oh, the 10,000 hours terminology. I don't know if you've heard.
That was around back when the Beatles were.
Oh, really? Oh, not even Gladwell. Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe he was talking about the Beatles.
Oh, right.
But
I
think people talked about that. 10,000 hours. Yeah.
No, but people throw that around now, and I just wanted to credit the first guy that I ever saw talking about 10,000 hours was, to me, it was Gladwell. Maybe he might have even credited somebody else in the book. I can't remember.
Rich, man, no one on Phoenix scored more than 12 points.
Yikes.
And that was Cam Johnson at 12. Booker had 11. Paul had 10.
Booker having 11 is not good.
And
not good for
Wainwright had 10. I don't even know who that is. Isaiah Wainwright? Ian Wright? Who is this? Ish Wainwright had 10 points as well.
Yeah.
Man. Brunson and Doncic had 59 combined. That's crazy. Ooh. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Deep cut. Opie with the deep cut on the 10,000 hours. Yeah, Draymond against Dallas. Ooh, yeah. Can't wait. Yeah, Devin. This is not to take away from Devin the Lab's actual grind, for sure. He did the 10,000 hours. Different subject matter. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Worst nightmare as a Phoenix fan? Yeah, pretty much. You can't script a worst nightmare other than injury. Aside from injuries, you can't script a worse nightmare than this.
Well, I think one nice thing is I don't think there's any way that Dallas has a piece to really put on Steph. I'm not sure who they really have to guard Steph Curry.
Yeah, they're gonna lose sleep on that.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm not saying that any team really has someone who, he's one of the greatest players of all time, but the Suns or whoever else, some of the other, the Grizzlies, they had pieces that were pretty disruptive, and I'm pretty glad he doesn't have to play against Mikal Bridges too. That's nice. Kardashian's curse. That's
What is
messed
that?
up. It's a little bit true.
Let me see. What happened? Kardashian's curse. Oh gosh. Oh man. That's hilarious. Good one. Good one.
No comment.
All right. I'll be joining the chat with some advice. That's awesome. Yeah. Let's pass that ball around, guys. Make them work on defense as well. I mean, that just goes right into it with the hitting the singles. It's not only are you sort of offensively building up to do all the fundamental cuts, hard cuts, fundamental stuff, and then throw in a haymaker because you did the fundamental stuff. You deserve to throw a haymaker, but also when you do those singles hitting things, you make the defense work. Quite frankly, when you do the haymaker attempt, the home run swing, the defense doesn't really have a lot to have to do with that. I mean, yeah, you get the crowd roaring if you make the haymaker, but you didn't make the defense work all that much. So it goes back to making Luka work a little bit, tire him out.
Yeah, and that's part of the difficulty of guarding the Warriors is not just off ball stuff, but just how much they really make the entire team that's trying to defend us, move and work and just get exhausted. Really, I'm not sure Luka's really going to enjoy having to. I mean, well, what would they do? Put him on Draymond? They're playing small ball.
Oh, huh. Interesting. Well, I want to give you a 5-minute warning because I do have to go pick up somebody. So 5-minute warning, or maybe let's say 3-minute warning. Well, 2-minute warning with the caveat that it'll probably be a little bit more than that. But finish up your thought.
Oh no, I was just, if they don't want Luka to have to chase Poole or Curry or Clay, I guess you'd try and put him probably on Porter. But then Porter is the screen man, right? So you switch him back on there. Otherwise, you'd put Luka on Draymond so he's not getting constantly run around off picks all the time in terms of the Warriors on offense. Yeah, I mean, that might not be the case. I'm not an NBA guy, but that's what I would expect.
Okay. Yeah, all great comments. Everybody read some of the comments. These are all all valid stuff. Opie's been saying some high IQ stuff in there.
Yeah, Opie's been killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DHO's all night against Luca. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Yeah. You know, the guy who's losing the most sleep between now and Wednesday is Jason Kidd. So we have that going for us. I guarantee you, like, there's a lot more Dallas has to worry about us than we do of Dallas. Knock on wood. I don't want to. Sorry, basketball gods. I don't mean to sound arrogant there. Really, I think as a Warriors fan going into this, yeah, you worry about Luca, but at the same time, they got to worry about us. So I'm feeling confident going into game one. My only thing, again, I said this a couple nights ago, since game 5, my only nitpicky thing, I want to see Moody. I want to see Moody get some minutes and see what happens, because you have to assume it'll go 6-7 games. You know, you just have to assume that it's a long series. And I'm thinking in the theory of, just to wrap up, I'm just thinking in the theory of we're getting better as we go, which is great. That's great for us. So if we're getting better as we go, throw in Moody there, maybe we'll get even better. Any closing thoughts, Dean?
Yeah, I love that. You know, as a team, that we could be confident enough to do that with a young guy. And you know, Moody's got length, athleticism, toughness, and he really he crashes the boards. You know, I remember a couple times where he got an offensive rebound, and I think one time he had a dunk, and one time he had. This is just somewhere during the regular season, but you know, we've got so many different pieces that we can use. It's unbelievable. You talking about Moody or Lee? Well,
Yep,
these are all basically our third string players. If we're completely healthy, and they're really good.
If I want Moody to play, then I'm basically saying he takes Damian's minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with that, even though I love Damian. I love what his contribution is. I just think our ceiling could be higher if Moody plays as flawless as Damian does, and, you know, has the longer length and everything, more physical guy.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing that in there. It's no hate on Damian, for sure.
No. Yeah. It's just another you know, wing with good size who can shoot that we're able to put out there, which is I think the main way to win.
Okay, gotta go, guys. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, Dean, for taking your Sunday
Thanks so
here
much.
with us. And,
man, it's my pleasure.
All right, gonna end it now. Take care, everybody. Great commenting. See you in 70 hours.
Sounds great.